Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Clash at the Castle Premium Live Event. We're live tonight from the OVO Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland. This is WWE 2K24 Universe Mode, episode 231. I'm Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to KO Productions, and welcome to Clash at the Castle. Gonna be an awesome show here tonight, so let's waste no further time and get right out of the action. Here we go, man. Let's get to work. As you see the fans on their feet, ready for this one, live in Glasgow, and the OVO Hydro. Gonna be an awesome event, as always, here this evening. But kicking us off, it is gonna be the World Tag Team Championships on the line, and a triple threat Tag Team Tornado Elimination matchup here this evening. And coming out first are the former World Tag Team Champions, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, looking to become two-time champions here in Glasgow. Oh yeah, man, let's see if they can get the job done here tonight.
The following contest is a triple threat tag team match and is for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challenger at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
The Street Profits defeating FTR back at Night of Champions back in Saudi Arabia to become the World Tag Team Champions, losing them back to FTR, however, on the Raw before Survivor Series in a ladder match. This is their opportunity tonight to get the World Tag Team titles back around their waist. But it was 3 weeks ago on an episode of Monday Night Raw where Ford and Dawkins went down. Another opportunity at the tag titles for tonight against Mustafa Ali and Rey Mysterio, who've also had a shot at the tag titles while the Street Profits were champions. And the Profits beating them for the gold, but in that number one contenders match, it went to a draw, a double count out with both teams involved, meaning both teams are getting the opportunity tonight at the World Tag Team Championships and the opening contest at Clash at the Castle here in Glasgow. Street Profits are out, ready for this one. Here come the other challengers in this matchup, and it was this past week on Monday Night Raw where we saw a triple threat matchup between three of the members of each team. Rey Mysterio able to defeat Angelo Dawkins and Cash Wheeler on Raw this past week, so this team certainly have the advantage of becoming the brand new World Tag Team Champions. It's the legendary luchador, the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, and his protege, Mustafa Ali. They've arrived in Glasgow for this tag team contest, folks.
At a combined weight of 357 pounds.
This team incredibly popular with the fans here in Glasgow. Watched all over the world what Mysterio and Ali can do, and now they are here. And the OVO Hydro sold out event tonight. As you gotta imagine, for KO Productions episode 231, it's Clash at the Castle. We are gonna be soon on the road to WrestleMania. Soon we will be in the Rumble, which is 4 weeks away from this event. So we'll see what goes down, but right now, it's the World Tag titles up for grabs. It's Dawkins and Ford of the Street Profits, the former champs, looking to become the second ever two-time champions here in this series, following FTR, who of course two-time World Tag Team Champions. But there you see the Profits, as well as Mysterio and Ali, looking to taste tag gold for the first time. But here come the current champions, the only ever two-time champs. It's Cash Wheeler, it's Dax Harwood representing FTR KO.
Of 446 pounds.
Here they are then, FTR. You gotta imagine Randy Orton is gonna have a close eye on this contest. He might not be here in Glasgow, but he certainly will be on Monday Night Raw, and certainly we'll be watching this at home, if not here in Glasgow. It'll be an awesome contest to get us started here tonight. Here we go then, the champs looking ready, the title's up for grabs. What a odds stacked against moment for the champions. Remember, this matchup ends when one man from either team is left standing. Those two men having his tag team partner walk out the tag champs. Referee John Cole ring the bell. Matchup underway. A lot of action to pay attention to in this one. Dawkins going after Mysterio. Ali and Dax going at it. Montez Ford gets caught there. I catch a little bit of Montez able to take him down. Nice shot from Dawkins on Mysterio. Ali now nice kicks on Dax the Axe. Look at this here. Sadly DDT by Ali as Dawkins slamming Mysterio's head on the mat cover here to eliminate Dax kick out. It'll be interesting to see who the first eliminated in this contest is, and will they be the first team eliminated? Because let's think about it this way. Let's say, for example, Angelo Dawkins is the first man eliminated, but then Montez Ford goes on to win the entire thing. That could happen, folks. You get eliminated first, your teammate might just survive the whole way. You never know. Look at that from Ali. Face first goes Dawkins there. Dawkins was the one who was pinned this past week on Raw in the triple threat match with Mysterio himself and Cash Wheeler, with Ray getting the win in that one. Pinning Angelo Dawkins up a Hurricane Run off the top, and there goes Ali to the outside. Eliminated from the Royal Rumble, and that is the rules of the Rumble. Coming your way 4 weeks this weekend, folks. After this event there, but there was Mysterio, I believe, in the ring. Taking a big shot there, but they're going after Dax the Axe. Rey Mysterio now, action all over the shop in the ring. Falls count anywhere and also on. In this contest, you can pin your opponent, any 5 or any 4 of your opponents you would like to, wherever you would like to. There's Montez Ford in the ring there, and Montez perhaps looking at fly, but Ali grabbing Dax, saving Dax, and advertently there's Mysterio grabbing a table and launching it at Montez Ford. And look at Rey Mysterio now going after Dax on the outside. Montez once again has the ring to himself momentarily. Back in though comes the legendary luchador Rey Mysterio. Now comes Mustafa Ali on the camera on Montez Ford. Montez rolling to the outside, hitting hard there. With Cash Wheeler and Angelo Dawkins. Penny predicament going on, and a kick out there by whichever one it was. I believe it was Cash. Ali, nice shot there on Montez Ford on the outside. And looking at a submission here. Koji clutch on Dax the Axe Harwood. Will Dax be eliminated here? And Dax able to stay alive. Big elbow fighting his way free there against Mustafa Ali. And look at this here. Ali, oh my god! Head first on the top of that table goes Mustafa Ali, and now Dax Harwood going to hit Montez Ford over the head of the table, and now setting the table up. Perhaps looking to put Montez Ford away. Hold on, another pinning predicament over here. No. Kick out there. I thought John Coleman going to run to a pin there. It's Dax Harwood setting up Montez Ford on the table. Destruction in Glasgow already here, folks. Beautiful suplex through that table goes Ford. Ford heading hard. Here's the cover. Leg is hooked, shoulders down. Scoring 204. Be the first to go on a kick out. How the hell did Montez stay alive off the suplex through the table? On the outside of the ring, the crowd tonight in Glasgow already chanting. This is awesome. They are fighting absolutely everywhere, folks. It's Ford taking a fight back to Dax again. My lord. How the hell is Montez finding this? Now Montez and Dax in the ring. As is Ali. Ali now going out. Oh, DDT on the floor on Angelo Dawkins by Cash Wheeler. Ali backstabber on the floor. And look at Montez Ford here. Rolling through. Into a splash. Cover here from Ali on Cash. Kick out. Cover by Ford on Dax. Leg is hooked, shoulders down. Will Dax be the first to go? Storming 2. No, a kick out by Dax the Axe Harwood. And look at Angelo Dawkins here. Face first off the steps goes Mysterio. Pinning predicament here. Ali could be eliminated. Kick out there as Montez Ford flying. Missing the mark on the inside of the ring. So much action here to start us off at Clash of the Castle in Glasgow, Scotland. DDT there by Montez. Or onto Montez. By Dax rather. And now Dax, what's he going to maintain here on Ford? Oh, going to drop on face first as Dawkins goes out of the steps. It's not looking good. But the Street Profits here in this one. Face first goes Montez Ford. Floats them over now. Here's the cover. Leg is hooked, shoulders down. Montez Ford will be the first to go in this contest, and there's the save there from Angelo Dawkins. Able to come back into the ring, and a beautiful whip suplex by Dawkins. And now Ali. Saddling DDT on Angelo Dawkins. Go for the cover of a Dawkins roll to the outside. Rey Mysterio in the ring, but there's Cash Wheeler from behind. We saw this action. It's past Monday Night on Raw. As Ali go right back after Dax on the floor. Second time with the back with a Cody clutch. Well, 10 on Dax the Axe. Dax in trouble on the outside as Dawkins looks on. And Dax saving himself for the second time. Second time able to get out of the Cody clutch there. My lord, incredible contest. And then they get it started. Live in Glasgow at Clash of the Castle. Montez Ford. DDT to Cash on the inside. Dax is out on the floor. Montez heading up high. Looking to put Cash Wheeler away. To be the first eliminated from the heavens. Could Cash be going here? John Cone going out the ring. Comes back in the ring. Ali looks on. There's two. Kick out by Cash. It's just all Dax running to try and make the save there. Like Cash kicking out anyway. Steel chair brought in by Mysterio. Look at Rey. Beautiful DDT on Ford. On the inside of the ring. Oh, there's a door. Someone brought in a door and Cash Wheeler's got it in his hand. Cash Wheeler just walloped Dawkins in the head with a door. My God, insecurity by Ali. On Cash. Or on Dax rather. Here's the cover. 2 count. Oh, kick out as Mysterio threw a big shot at Angelo Dawkins from behind. Now comes Cash Wheeler, a backstabber. A backbreaker rather. Cash Wheeler now. Picking up Rey Mysterio. Running around the ring with a Mysterio able on his way free as Ford and Ali. Just go back and forth here, but a cover. Dax breaking it up for some reason. No need to break that one up there. Could have got an elimination of Montez Ford, but there's Ali sent into the door by Dax. Beautiful! Sky high by Angelo Dawkins. 2 count on Cash, and somehow he kicked out. With a cover now and another kick out. My days. Ali stayed alive off the door shot. Montez Ford picking up Rey Mysterio. Beautiful Liger ball. No eliminations just yet. Oh, Dawkins went to run into a spear there on Dax. No eliminations just yet in this contest. I've yet to see just one man be eliminated yet. We've got to get 5 eliminations for there to be a winner. The man left standing, him and his tag team partner will be leaving Glasgow. The World Tag Team Champions are on. As there's a clothesline there by Dax. Oh, but a spin by Dawkins on Dax and he rolled to the floor. Smart strategy, but remember it's false count anywhere. Dawkins, if he so wanted, could go out and pin Dax Harwood at ringside. Everybody on the outside here is Ali going after Dax. Cash. Oh, Cash there, big shot on Ali. As the brawl continues, and look at this, Cash Wheeler. Beautiful crossface. Crossface by Cash on the outside of the ring. Will Ali submit here? They get the first elimination and Ali able to stay alive as Rey Mysterio coming to his aid. Here on the outside of the ring here. Look at this, Rey Mysterio head scissors there on Cash Wheeler. Here's the cover. Leg is hook, shoulders down, scores 2. Dax right down just to the neck of time. He'll break it up. Cash Wheeler still surviving in this contest thanks to his partner. And on the side Russian leg sweep into the barricade, and now Dax the Axe Harwood Logan in the crossface once again. Crossface again and Ali on the outside this time by Dax. Will Ali submit to be the first to go and he will? Submission. Ali has been eliminated in this matchup. Yeah, hear the announcement there. There goes Mustafa Ali. So Rey Mysterio is now fighting by himself. He's got no teammate in this one. If he wants to walk out as World Tag Team Champions are all alongside Ali. Ali. Great performance tonight, but sent packing first. He's got a long flight back home to America, I'll tell you that. And now it's Montez Ford. It's Cash Wheeler on the inside of the ring. Montez heading up to the tippy top rope here. We're going to put Wheeler away. Look at Mysterio. Dragon run on the outside, running still on Dawkins. As Montez Ford. Just had an incredible blockbuster. Kick out there by Dawkins on the floor. Cover inside the ring. And there's Dax saving his tag team partner, Cash Wheeler. Dax has been great at that tonight. I'll tell you about a knife edge chop. Or an overhand shot by Montez out of the corner on Dax. Big shot on Cash. Mysterio with a stop sign over the head of Montez Ford. And Angelo Dawkins looking to put away Dax Harwood. It was Cash Wheeler delivers a backbreaker on a Rey Mysterio. Oh, Cash and Dax go at it. Beautiful snap suplex on the inside by Cash. Mysterio bringing another table into the equation. I believe he brought the first one in. He'll bring the second in as Cash Wheeler sent packing up the top. Well, let's do it here. Montez Ford covers. Leg hook, shoulders down. Scores 2. Cash is out. Cash Wheeler's eliminated. One half of the tag team champions is gone. Which means Dax the Axe is alone. but so is Rey Mysterio, and he looks to put Dawkins away, but Dawkins gets out of the way of the splash. And it could be just the Profits against Dax here. The way Dawkins is doing against Mysterio, but Dax from behind, shoulders down, pinning predicament on Angelo. Smart strategy, will this do it? Scoring 2, Dawkins is gone, Angelo is gone. We're down to a triple threat match between one member of each tag team. Rey Mysterio alive for himself and Ali, Montez Ford alive for the Street Profits, and Dax Harwood alive for one half of the World Tag Team Champions and 1/3 of FTRKO. FTR. Now, Rey Mysterio couldn't use that stop sign. Dax Harwood having different plans here in this one. Live in Glasgow, it's Dax smashing it over the head of Mysterio now over Ford. Now Mysterio again gets hit with a table. Setting it up now on the inside of the ring. It's Dax the Axe Harwood. Rey Mysterio looking to fly, however, missing the mark. Oh, but Rey Irish whip off the ropes on Dax here, missing the drop kick. Dax Harwood though, catching Rey Mysterio off guard. Picks him up to the top here, but look at this. Mysterio will take him down as Montez Ford comes back in the ring ever so gingerly as Mysterio head scissors into a submission. Submission on Montez. Will he tap out here? Got the arm. Ford in trouble. Oh, Montez Ford able to quickly roll out and escape. It's not going to be down to Dax and Rey, at least not yet. Montez Ford drops him. DDT on Rey Mysterio. Heading to the top rope. We're going to put the master of the 619 down here, and this one Axe Handle up the top. Street Profits want to regain the tag titles in Glasgow. Forward from the heavens. Twisting in midair. Cover of Mysterio. Dax looking on. Scores 2. Rey kicks out. Rey still in it. Oh my days. And Dax not happy. Dax went for Mysterio. Mysterio with a counter. Montez Ford, big shot on Rey right now. And look at Montez. Nice leg drop. Oh, and there's Dax. The alliance between Dax and Montez ain't gonna last long. Montez clobbered there by Dax the Axe as he once again sets up the table. Looking to put another man through a table. He already done it to Montez earlier on in the match. He could do it to Mysterio right here. Dax the Axe Harwood got Mysterio here. Watch Mysterio can elbow his way freely, however. And I stay in this one is Rey Mysterio. Irish whipping. Dax sends him into the corner. It's Rey Mysterio. Big kick on Dax. Montez Ford looking to fly out of the ropes here, but Mysterio able to catch him. Face first into the other corner goes Montez. Kick caught by Montez Ford. Shot caught by Mysterio as he sends Ford back into the corner. And now it's Dax and Rey. DDT by Mysterio. And Dax rolling to the outside. Mysterio now grabbing a steel chair with Montez Ford. Able to give him a big old elbow. Oh Jesus, and what is Montez Ford thinking here? Picking up Rey, looking to put him through the table perhaps. Oh, but just giving him a freaking shoulder breaker. There is Montez. Crowd not happy, they're not seeing another table break in this one, but Montez heading up to that tippy top rope. Second time on Rey with a from the heavens. Twisting splash. Cover. 2 count. No, and that's it for Rey Mysterio. It's down to a one-on-one match. Mysterio and Ali not going to be walking out of Glasgow tag champs, but it could be the Street Profits for their second reign as tag champs, or it could be FTR to continue their second reign as tag champs. Their first defense of their second title reign is tonight. Let's see if they can retain it here in this one. Dax the Axe Harwood grabbing Montez Ford, got him on the table for the second time of the match. Dax looking to put Ford through the table, and he does! Northern Lights suplex through the table, runs Ford. Legs hook, shoulders down, that's gotta do it. Scoring 2, and kicked out by Montez. Kick out by Tez. That's the second freaking table you went through, Montez. Montez trying his damnedest to fight back. Oh, it's like going there by Ford. Oh, but he's knocked himself loopy. Even Dax getting to his feet first. Montez Ford, big shot. Oh, another inside go. That's all he's got left here. Montez, as Dax rewatches him in the corner. A twisting splash there. And out of the corner, Montez Ford has hit a frenzy. Can we see new tag team champions? Went for the blockbuster in the corner. Dax the Axe able to sidestep it. Back body drop there by Dax. And now stepping through here is one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Face first goes Ford heading hard off the mat. So much damage in the squared circle tonight. And it could be all over for Montez. Dax to retain the World Tag titles for him and partner Cash Wheeler of FTR. Crossface cinched in tight. Montez for nowhere to go. Forced to tap out. John Cone calls it. And FTR retain the World Tag Team Championship. What a matchup. Here tonight at Clash of the Castle to get it started. A very hardcore affair. As FTR able to walk out still. The World Tag Team Champions. Everybody in this matchup put in a valiant effort, especially Montez Ford through the end. But at the end of the day, Dax the Axe Harwood able to get past everybody in this one and retaining the tag titles for him and Cash Wheeler. Randy Orton got to be proud of that one, either in the back or at home. But FTR getting the job done. What will be next for the World Tag Team Champions? They had a rough loss at Survivor Series against SmackDown Tag Champs Fish and O'Reilly, the Undisputed Era. But tonight they come out on top, retaining their gold against two of the best teams in the Monday Night Raw brand have to offer. A great matchup to get it started live in Glasgow. But coming up later on tonight, it's your main event. It's Drew McIntyre, our undefeated WWE Champion, returns to home soil as he puts his gold on the line against the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. That's your main event later on tonight. But coming up next, a huge grudge match on the SmackDown brand. It's the unpredictable badass Braun Breaker taking on the greatest of all time, John Cena. It's next live at Clash of the Castle and the OVO Hydro. Here we go then, man. This matchup was set up back at Survivor Series Premium Live event, our last show here on this channel. And I was in it, the dual branded battle royal where this man took part in.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds,
Braun
Braun Breaker!
Breaker making it to the final three of the Survivor Series dual branded battle royal to earn an opportunity either the United States Championship of Raw or the Intercontinental Championship of SmackDown, depending on which brand you are a part of. Breaker on SmackDown wanted to get a shot at the IC title, made it to the final three before being eliminated by his opponent tonight, John Cena. Breaker didn't take too kindly to Cena dumping him out and squandering his opportunity, saying that Cena has always buried talent. Everybody that's been saying that online, all the fans in attendance that always say that Cena buries talent, it's true. According to Braun Breaker, and his quote said he wants to bury Cena here tonight in Glasgow. And with that look in his eyes, well, I can agree he might just do that. John Cena this past week on SmackDown finally picking up his first win, a part of the SmackDown brand, because he's originally a Monday Night Raw superstar here in this series. Ever since moving over to SmackDown after SummerSlam, Cena has been unable to get a single victory. But he did it this past week on SmackDown with a win over Andrade, sending a message tonight to his opponent, Braun Breaker. But here he comes then, the greatest of all time, John Cena. It's gracing Glasgow with his presence this evening. Oh man.
From West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the greatest of all time, John Cena!
Massive introduction for Cena, making his first appearance in Glasgow this season. He was in London, a part of Money in the Bank, when he lost to Finn Balor with the United States title on the line earlier on this season. But tonight he's in Glasgow, another part of the United Kingdom, as he and Braun Breaker got toe-to-toe tonight. No championships, just beef, just grudges, and just a score to settle between these two blue brand warriors. Both these men, you gotta imagine, in the future want to get championship opportunities here on SmackDown. Braun Breaker already had an opportunity at the WWE Championship at Armageddon Premium Live event, of course, in a losing effort to undefeated champion Drew McIntyre in the main event. of that show. But tonight, he's on second. He's battling one of the greatest to ever do it. It's Cena. It's Breakker. It's official. Here we go. Matchup underway. John Connor official tonight, ringing the bell. It's Bron Breakker gets the first takedown of the matchup. Down goes Cena off the wicked headbutt. But Cena runs back at him. And a nice monkey flip by Cena. This is why I call him the greatest of all time. The versatility from John Cena is insane. But there's a big, massive, speedy clothesline by Breakker, and there's another one. Massive jumping one by the unpredictable badass as he picks Cena up to vertical base. All in a throw him right back down to the mat as Bron Breakker on fire here tonight. Live in Glasgow. And the pace ain't slowing down one bit. Tope caught Halo by the unpredictable badass. Taking flight. Taking down John Cena here at ringside before bringing him right back into the squared circle and up to the tippy. Top rope now. Bron Breakker high up there. Perched to the top. Big shot on Cena. Cena turns it around and a scoop slam out of midair. And a nice shot there. In the top of the head. Cena now momentary hesitation fixing his shoelaces. You don't want to do that in a match against the unpredictable badass Bron Breakker. Let's not forget, folks, Bron Breakker, not the only man to not originally be a part of the SmackDown brand this series alongside Cena, because he was not a part of Monday Night Raw either. He was a part of NXT before SummerSlam here in this season, having multiple opportunities at the NXT title. Was unsuccessful over there against the likes of Keith Lee. The NXT title on the line. He's had 2 losses to NXT's Keith Lee, former NXT champion, inaugural NXT champion. And we'll see him in just a few weeks' time at NXT TakeOver Deadline. And there's Bron Breakker. Big shot there as we get back to this one in Clash of the Castle in Glasgow. Bron Breakker's immediate rise on SmackDown was incredible. Beat already some top stars such as the likes of Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens. You could add John Cena to that list here tonight. He's won a triple threat with Cena involved in it. He did not pin John Cena in that matchup, however. He pinned Adam Cole, baby. And Adam Cole's been a strong contender for multiple championships this season as well. So Bron Breakker certainly has been on a rise this season. Let's see if John Cena can hinder his momentum, or if Breakker can continue a great path for himself. But Cena, once again, back to that unorthodox offense. Middle rope and a DDT. Here's the cover, scoring only a 1. And a kick out by the unpredictable badass. Oh, and John Cena making a costly mistake there. Breakker going to make them pay here. Picking him up, and there he goes, platinum. Down goes Bron Breakker there. Oh, Jesus, and once again, Bron Breakker. Power bomb. Oh, and he's going for another one with Samoa. The former world champion Samoa Joe doing this numerous times. We might see him do that later on tonight as he gets his rematch for the world title. Going up against the man who cashed in his briefcase, his Money in the Bank contract in him. Aleister Black with a Bron Breakker here trying to soften up John Cena. Had him in a Boston Crab submission. But the ropes there saving John Cena. Bron Breakker trying to elbow drop him before he can roll away. But Breakker did not get it. All he got was canvas, and Breakker with big shots in the corner of John Cena, completely isolating the greatest of all time here. Breakker now grabbing John Cena, doesn't sure what to do though, and that's a mistake for Bron Breakker this time. It's John Cena grabbing Breakker, and there sends him into the corner. John Cena missing wildly this time, connecting right flush on the top of the base, and now a beautiful splash. Alright, John Cena taking the wind out of the sails there. Oh, Bron Breakker. Breakker certainly on wobbly foundation. Cena picking him up there. Oh, and a pop-up cutter on Bron Breakker. Where on earth will we see maneuvers like that from Cena? Cover, leg hook, shoulders down, 2 count, kick out by Bron. Man, oh man, and John Cena now in the wheelhouse in this contest. Against the unpredictable badass, he sends Bron Breakker against the ropes. Here goes John Cena, springboards in, stunner on Breakker. My lord, I've not saw that in a hot minute from John Cena. The springboard stunner, the cover, the 2, the kick out by Breakker. Evenly matched contest. It was Breakker all over Cena moments ago. Now it's John Cena taking control and taking the fight to the floor. Double axe handle off the apron now. On Breakker here at ringside, another very devastating headbutt right in the top of the head of Cena before sending him back into the ring once more. Breakker heading up to the top rope. Will he be going to the well? Too many times. He tried this earlier on, and John Cena was able to slam him out of midair. Bron Breakker this time able to connect. Top rope shoulder tackle on Cena. And now a standing moonsault by the unpredictable badass. Unreal from Breakker. He's up to the middle rope now. Not often do we see him up there. Did not get all of that shot, but certainly enough of it. And look at this. Bam! Just ragdoll and Cena like he's nothing as the amateur style of Breakker. The former football style mentality. But Bron Breakker is coming in here. John Cena sent in the corner and sent up. We know what's coming. We've seen this before. Out of the unpredictable badass. Cena could be out of it here. Top row with a Frankensteiner by Breakker. Taking a lot out of himself in the process, however. Here's the cover though. Leg hook, shoulders down. Breakker for the biggest win of his career. And a kick out by Cena. My lord. As I've mentioned, folks, Bron Breakker has had some incredible matches here this season, some incredible wins over the likes of Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and a pinfall win over Adam Cole in a matchup also including Cena. But can he do the ultimate disrespect for Cena? Can he make him tap out? Center of the ring, Steiner recliner locked in on Cena before he's able to escape. John Cena stayed in this one. Face first goes Bron Breakker to the canvas here. It's John Cena now. Unbelievable step up in the Hurricane Rana. And then John Cena perfectly positioning Breakker up now. You can't see me off the ropes. Cena now connecting with a 5-knuckle shuffle. I believe Breakker busted wide open. Can John Cena get it done here to put Breakker down here in Glasgow? Picks him up. Cena, attitude adjustment. Here's the cover. Leg hook, shoulders down. Cena to bury another talent. Breakker gets the shoulder up. Oh my. Bron Breakker somehow able to stay alive. Very competitive match tonight on the Oval Hydro. John Cena perched up top. Looking to put Breakker down. Oh, way out of bounds though. That may cost John Cena. In the process is Bron Breakker fighting right back against the greatest of all time. Cena no headbutt creates some separation. Big shot again from Cena. Incredible shots. Picks him. Oh, big time slam. Down goes Bron Breakker. And now you see John Cena celebrating here. And this one is he bashes Breakker's head out of the corner 2 times. Cena grabbing Breakker. Breakker face. First big shot there. Another shot in the midsection. As Bron Breakker, European uppercut connected. Down goes John Cena. Bron Breakker headbutt there. Cena, look at this. Oh, beautiful. Looking for the shoulder tackles. Able to connect. And here comes the 5 moves. I don't know they do. Bron Breakker able to knock his head clean off. Massive clothesline by Bron Breakker for him in the corner by the unpredictable badass now. Back to the middle rope. We saw Breakker do this earlier and he got more of it that time. Back in for the cover over the double fist. Drop from the middle rope. Cover on. Cena kicked out. So close there. Almost had him. He almost beat John Cena right there and then. Here in Glasgow and then. But John Cena getting out of it. Big kick there. Looking for it again. He's looking for the 5 moves and then once more. On Bron Breakker able to get the shoulder tackles once again. Docking the clothesline this time. And there's that big slam from Cena. Oh my, but where the hell is Cena going? We're in Glasgow. Let's go up or go home. Cena hits 5-knuckle shuffle. Cover. Leg hook, shoulders down. Scores 2 on Bron Breakker. And a very lazy kicked out by the unpredictable badass. Very weak kick out from Breakker there. John Cena almost getting a win. So close yet so far away as Breakker runs at him. Running choke bomb there by the unpredictable badass as now Breakker somehow coming back to life. Like an unbelievable specimen. That he is and delivers the dream. Breakker slam. Cover by Breakker for a massive win and a kick out by Cena again. Breakker hitting that gorilla press power slam. Or as he likes to call it, the dream Breakker slam. Wasn't enough to put Cena down. Clothesline dodge by Cena. Inverted suplex connecting. What a matchup this evening here in Glasgow. And now Cena able to turn Breakker around. Will it be his turn to submit? John Cena locking in the STF. STF center of the ring. Nowhere for Breakker to go. Referee John Cone right there to see if Bron Breakker submits in the center of the ring live in Glasgow. Here it is at Clash of the Castle. STF, nowhere for Bron Breakker to go. Will he survive? Will he pass out due to the pain? Will he tap out? Breakker chooses option 1 and fights out of Cena's grasp there, and a spear out of nowhere, straight out of the STF, the cover from the defiant Bron Breakker. But there's also a defiant John Cena who kicks out again. What a match tonight! A Clash of the Castle in the sold-out Oval Hydro Arena in Glasgow. Bron Breakker and John Cena battling, and now look at this. Breakker second time in the match, connecting once again with that tope con hilo. What a physical battle tonight. These two men are putting it all on the line. What a massive one this could be for Breakker. What a great ascent up the card it could be for John Cena. Breakker missing that shot. Cena runs in. Monkey flip as we saw that earlier. Breakker had his best hits. Cena doing the same. And now Cena picking up Breakker. Maybe went for a there. Bron Breakker running choke bomb once again by the unpredictable badass. Cena down and out. And how could it be Bron Breakker's moment of shine? Out of the corner for a massive one against Cena. A running spear. A human missile intercept style with a spear there. Cover on Cena. Leg hook, shoulders down. Storming to the Bron Breakker picks up a massive victory. Live in Glasgow. Huge win for Bron Breakker tonight at Clash of the Castle over Hall of Fame legend, stature, John Cena. Unreal, man. A massive breakout victory for Bron Breakker. You gotta imagine he is climbing up the cards and climbing up the power rankings on the blue brand after that one. Maybe another title shot is in the books for the unpredictable badass Bron Breakker, who just overcame all the obstacles and put John Cena down here tonight. Huge win for the unpredictable badass. An incredible match live at Clash of the Castle. But the show rolls on, folks. As Bron Breakker celebrates, we want to let you know that coming up later on tonight, the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. As new champion Aleister Black, after cashing in on the former champ Joe, defends his gold against the former champ himself. It's Samoa Joe, it's Aleister Black later on tonight for the World Heavyweight Championship of Raw. But speaking of the red brands golds, it's the red, white, blue and gold. The United States Championship is on the line as LA Knight, the former champ, gets his rematch against Sami Zayn for the United States Championship. It goes down right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
Thank you, Alicia Taylor. US title on the line. We mentioned the dual branded Battle Royal in the previous matchup, which Bron Breakker and John Cena were both in. Well, this man's opponent here tonight was the man who won the entire thing, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn winning that Battle Royal at Survivor Series and then the Raw right after earning the right to challenge LA Knight for the United States Championship, defeating the megastar and ending his 133-day reign as United States Champion. Tonight, LA Knight looks to regain his red, white, blue and gold, his prized possession that he held from his first night here on the main roster. We mentioned Bron Breakker being a part of SmackDown coming up from NXT. Well, LA Knight, not only the inaugural NXT North American Champion over on the white and gold brand, but on his first night as a Monday Night Raw main roster competitor, he was able to capture the United States Championship in his Raw debut against Bray Wyatt. If that's not a breakout star, I don't know what is. Well, let's see if LA Knight can become a two-time United States Champion here tonight as he battles this man, the man that took the gold from him and already has a successful defense against Johnny Gargano 2 weeks ago on Raw. It's the underdog from the underground, the United States Champion, who's going retro tonight with the old tights. It's Sami Zayn. Oh man, it's going to be a fun one. Can LA Knight be a two-time United States Champion, much like FTR are two-time World Tag Team Champions, and they retained earlier on in our opening contest this evening. Triple Threat Tornado Tag Team Elimination matchup really set the bar for what tonight can be at Clash of the Castle. But of course, we just saw another incredible battle between Braun Breaker and John Cena. Over on the SmackDown brand, it's back to Monday Night Raw though, and now it is time for the United States Championship, the coveted, beautiful and prestigious gold, to be on the line and up for grabs here tonight. Crowd in Glasgow ready for this one. Let's head down to the ring for the official ring introduction from our ring announcer here this evening. Is that right there? Beautiful, prestigious and coveted US title is on the line here in this one. Let's head it to Alicia Taylor.
Introducing the challenger from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds, L.A. Knight. And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Sami Zayn.
Thank you, Alicia Taylor. Here we go. Gonna be an incredible United States Championship battle this evening. It's Sami Zayn defending against L.A. Knight. Yeah. Here we go, man. Third matchup of the evening. US title on the line. Second championship matchup this evening. There's 6 championships to be on the line here tonight. 8 matches in total. We've already saw 2. This is going to be the third of 8 tonight. Live in Glasgow. Red, white, blue and gold up for grabs. John Cone ringing a bell. And here we go. Already saw this incredible battle in the past 3 weeks ago on Raw, to be precise, as Sami Zayn into the reign of LA Knight. Only has one successful defense as champ thus far. Can LA Knight put the gold away from Sami's waist? Can he take it back to his waist tonight? We find out as LA Knight gets the crowd in Glasgow all riled up. But a very split crowd here in Glasgow. Both these men very beloved everywhere they go. It's LA Knight almost with a knockout punch on a Sami Zayn. You can see Sami Zayn not looking from that one, but he runs in. Nice power come on the Megastar. And you can tell this is going to be a very competitive matchup. It was the first time round. It could certainly be the second time round with LA Knight using his rematch for the United States Championship. He was an incredible United States Champion, I believe, having 9 defences or maybe even 10 defences of the gold. As Sami Zayn out of the corner with a rock walk tornado DDT. Incredible offense from the champion. Cover here, leg hook, shoulder down, 2 count kick out by LA Knight. Yes, I believe it was 9 or 10 United States Championship defences from LA Knight, defeating the likes of Bray Wyatt, Jon Moxley, Tommaso Ciampa, Buddy Matthews, Shinsuke Nakamura, Rob Van Dam. Who else did LA Knight defeat? He defeated a lot more. I believe there was at least like 3 others on that list that LA Knight was able to defeat. Oh yeah, he won a gauntlet match with the SmackDown competitor, or the Team Raw competitors at Survivor Series. AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, and Aleister Black, who is now our World Heavyweight Champion. He eliminated Black first in that contest, by the way. I believe there was 2 other defences of the US title from LA Knight. I don't exactly remember who he was able to defend the gold against. Gargano and Ciampa in a triple threat. There was one of them. And then I believe there was maybe 1 or 2 more, but nonetheless, LA Knight taking the fight to Sami Zayn, looking to become another reigning US champion here. Kick it at 2 from Sami off that torture rack neck breaker. Incredibly close call. Sami the runs in, drop kick. That made great separation for the United States champion. Missing the clothesline though, missing wildly nice table by Sami. Sami runs in, second 10 drop kick. Wait a chaw on LA Knight. A clothesline, down goes the Megastar. The Megastar's in trouble. Sami out of the corner. Tornado DDT, dropping Knight on his head again. And Boston and wide open. Sami out of the corner. Looking to fly there is LA Knight. Able to cut him off. It's shot by the Megastar right in the face of Sami in a clothesline in LA Knight. He doesn't like to fly too much. He likes to keep it grounded, slow down the pace, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. But Sami intercepts with the elbow. Sami runs in. Look at this. Look at LA Knight off balance here. Wobbly foundation, shoulders down, rolls through his Knight. to retain here. The one back the goal, rather. Kick out by Sami Zayn. Sat on that pin tight, but Sami able to stay in at 1 as Sami runs down clothesline of the Megastar. Sami Zayn out in the corner again, second time and a miss for Sami Zayn as LA Knight gonna Irish whip Sami into the corner. Now Sami, it's getting a big shot by Zayn. Irish whip gonna send Sami or send LA Knight in there. Oh, but LA Knight big shot. And Knight now running, and nice neck breaker on Sami. Down goes Zayn. LA Knight now looking to win back his US title. And here's the patent. Yeah, elbow drop. Or the Megastar elbow, whatever the hell you want to call it. Here's the cover, will you call it a 2-time US title win for Knight? No, not yet. Sami Zayn able to powerfully kick out of that one. Now Sami almost getting taken out by Knight. Missing the mark there, nobody home. As he went off the apron to hit a senton on Sami. But he missed Sami completely hitting our outside area. Now back first off the barricade goes LA Knight. Sami Zayn now back into the ring, and I don't believe he is done with the Megastar just yet. I believe Sami Zayn wants to fly here, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. Tope Suicida taking down the Megastar here at ringside. A massive shot by Sami. LA Knight fires right back, shot of his own. Nice jab by the Megastar. Another jab as the official John Cole counts both these superstars out. You don't want to count out. That is anything. They would want anything other than that in this matchup of this magnitude, of this stature. Sami Zayn, however, look at this. Arabian Press moonsault by Sami. The United States champion is taking control in this one. Incredible proceedings tonight. Live at Clash of the Castle in Glasgow. Top rope goes Sami Zayn. Oh, he's perched hippie top. Sami, oh, didn't get all of that. Went for a leg drop to a standing LA Knight. Heading harder. This one rolls on live in Glasgow. Sami Zayn gets rocked by the Megastar as LA Knight gonna clothesline him right back down the sides. As this match rolls on the Ovo Hydro, LA Knight completely taking control over the United States champion. At least for now, don't speak too soon. I always seem to do that. It's Sami now. Looking at Irish whip the former champion into the corner. Sami Zayn got Knight exactly where he wants some exploder suplex. Sami Zayn picking up Knight. He's not going for the cover like he usually would. Because Sami, this time gonna connect. Third time's the charm. Tornado DDT in the corner from the springboard. Covers into the ring, scoring 2 kick out by the former champion Knight. Looking to get back his championship this evening. Sami Zayn would lose. It would make him a very poor United States champion. We'll leave the shortest reigning US champion. That would make him. And for the cover off the Swanton Bomb, and Sami unable to retain just yet. This matchup still going on here tonight. Not over yet. As Sami Zayn ground and pound on the former champ, the Megastar Knight. But Knight getting to his feet, kick to the midsection, BFT out of nowhere. Knight to one back, his United States title, 2 count, no. Oh man, Sami Zayn somehow staying alive. LA Knight not able to get the victory there, but look at that, the Megastar elbow off the top rope though. Sami Zayn moving to the harm's way, and a beautiful big boot to the face. Almost pulling the kick, yes. Sami covers, leg hook, shoulders down on Knight. Scores 2, grabbing the bottom rope. Great instinct by Knight. Incredible veteran instinct. And ring awareness by the Megastar. As Sami Zayn targeting the leg of LA Knight, trying to slow down this matchup here. As the underdog from the underground, some people would also call him the master strategist, as he's clearly strategizing this matchup against the man he's beaten in the past. He knows how to beat him again. Sami, top rope, Hurricane Rana, Penguin predicament now. Sami to retain, 2 count on Knight, kick out by the Megastar once more. Oh, but LA Knight, big boot avoided Knight now. Irish whip, or call an elbow rather, grabbing Sami Zayn. And now dropping it with a burning hammer as LA Knight. What a burning hammer by the Megastar. Knight now got Sami Zayn in all sorts of trouble. Sami got to be seeing stars, and LA Knight every time he does this maneuver, that looks even pretty. even more pretty each and every time he does it. And he's going to do it in Glasgow for the first time ever. And here he goes. Vertical leap perfectly to the top rope. And connecting now with a superplex. Will that be enough to regain the United States Championship? Here's the cover leg as hook shoulders down, scoring 2 to near fall by Sami Zayn. Somehow popping that shoulder off the canvas here in the Oval Hydro. And this incredible United States Championship battle between these two incredible superstars of the red brand. Knight now trying to soften up Sami. Submission hold, locked in, camel clutch, nowhere for Zayn to go. Except out of it. Face first, now goes LA Knight to the mat. Sami Zayn back to a vertical base. Knight gonna be dropped down in a minute there. Blue Thunderbomb. Cover. Sami to retain. The move that won him the gold against Knight. Kick out this time at the Megastar, however. LA Knight still came to the Blue Thunderbomb the last time and allowed Sami Zayn to capture the US title. But this time, LA Knight able to kick out and Sami being forced to go up to the well and deliver a moonsault off the top. And this US title matchup that the crowd live in Scotland are absolutely loving tonight. That Clash of the Castle. Sami in trouble. Knight top rope. Sami caught him there. LA Knight big shot to the top of the head. Double axe handle by now. LA Knight this past week on Raw building some momentum for this contest. The crowd chat along with him saying as LA Knight, yes. He defeated Tommaso Ciampa, man. He beat for the US title as well. He beat him this past week on Raw once more to solidify his status in the US title picture. But Sami off the top went for a jumping crossbody. LA Knight able to catch him in the mid-air. Is Knight going to plan him, but he took up too much time. Just walking around the ring with him. Sami big elbows out of the situation. Knight big shot in the midsection. Knight spinning Sami around. BFT drops him at the top of his head. That's going to do it. LA Knight to become a two-time United States champion. 2 going on Sami. And oh my God, Sami kicks out. We always mention how resilient Sami Zayn is as a competitor. He might be the most resilient star in this Universe Mode series, and he's showing it. He's proving it tonight. As LA Knight doesn't know what to do with Sami Zayn. Keeps fighting back, and he'll hit a second flurry in this US title matchup. Beautiful drop kick to the chest of the Megastar. Sami Zayn on fire tonight, but LA Knight looking to stop that momentum. Shoulders down on Sami. 2 count off the skull. Oh my, kick out there off the inside cradle. The small package. Knight not able to put Sami down just yet. LA Knight tie up once more. Seen this before. Gravy train, he likes to call it. Or the air raid crash neck breaker rather. Whatever you lot prefer, but a Sami Zayn big kick to the top of the head of LA Knight. Irish whip. Sami has leg lariat on LA. LA hitting hard off that one. And now Sami Zayn going to send him into the corner. Sami looking to retain his United States Championship. Exploder into the corner for the second time in the contest. And then once again, Sami picks him up, not going to cover him. Going to send him in the corner. Hello, that kick on Knight. That's going to do it. Sami to retain the United States title in Glasgow. Leg hook, shoulders down, scores 2, and Sami Zayn is still the United States champion. 2-0 with Zayn. 2-0 against LA Knight. What a matchup tonight. Knight and Zayn giving it their all. Both men showing incredible heart, especially the victor, Sami Zayn, who each and every time he steps into this ring, he gives 110%. He gives all of his heart, so damn passionate about this business. No one is more deserving of the US title than that man, Sami Zayn. But commiserations tonight and a great effort, nonetheless, from the former champion who really made that championship so damn important. And now Sami Zayn holds all the tools to bring even more importance, perhaps, to that prized possession. But still, come here tonight, a Clash of the Castle. The Intercontinental Championship of SmackDown is on the line. The other championship, the other mid-card prize, other than the US title, it's champion Chad Gable defending against #1 contender Finn Balor. That's later on this evening live at Clash of the Castle. But next up, folks, is the Triple Threat contest for the WWE Women's Championship of SmackDown. It's Charlotte Flair, recently debutant of SmackDown, Io Sky, and the champion Bianca Belair for the gold. It's next live in Glasgow, Scotland. Your second triple threat contest of the evening, but this time it's just a regular old triple threat. Set for one fall for the WWE Women's Championship of SmackDown. And here comes the Queen, former multiple-time WWE Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Is a triple threat match, and it is for the WWE Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
And here she is then, Charlotte Flair. It's 3 weeks ago on SmackDown where Charlotte earned herself an opportunity tonight at Clash of the Castle for the WWE Women's Championship, able to get a roll-up victory and be the first woman to pin Bianca Belair in a singles match here on the SmackDown brand. Charlotte able to do that, pin the champion in on-title action, earning herself an opportunity at the WWE Women's Championship. But that was supposed to be one-on-one, of course, because how the hell did Io Sky get added to this equation? Well, Charlotte Flair mistakenly issued an open challenge 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, which was answered by this woman, making her SmackDown debut, the Genius of the Sky.
Introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky.
And her SmackDown debut, she answered the open challenge to Io Sky, and not only that, but she defeated Charlotte Flair in her first match here on SmackDown. We have noticed a lot of major wins from a lot of major stars' first matchups and first little runs here in WWE. We mentioned Braun Breaker earlier on, of course, defeating John Cena and the likes of Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Adam Cole as well. Adding more to that list, we mentioned LA Knight defeating Bray Wyatt in his first night of SmackDown. Io Sky defeating Charlotte in her first night on SmackDown. Or LA Knight winning it in her first night on Raw, rather. And then, let's talk about the champion, Bianca Belair. Not only defeating former multiple-time WWE Women's Champion Asuka in her first night on SmackDown, but on her first official night, a part of the SmackDown brand, she was able to win the WWE Women's Championship off her good friend. That's right, Bianca Belair defeating Jade Cargill in her first night on SmackDown, good and proper. Because the first time she appeared, she was the NXT Women's Champion, where she was able to defeat Asuka. Ever since losing the title, being cashed in on by NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley, she is still the current champion over there in the white and gold brand. She defeated Cargill her first night on SmackDown, ending Cargill's reign without a single defense. And ever since, she has been on a tear, winning all of her championship matches ever since the SmackDown following SummerSlam. Can Bianca Belair retain here tonight in a huge matchup for the WWE Women's Championship here in this one? Gonna be a fun one live in Glasgow at Clash of the Castle in the Oval Hydro. Is that right? There's what they're fighting for. The beautiful, prestigious and coveted WWE Women's Championship of SmackDown. Bianca Belair has held her WWE Women's Championship for 157 days thus far. Will it come to an end here in this triple threat match where she does not have to be pinned or submitted to lose her championship tonight? Huge fight field at Clash. Was only supposed to be a singles match between Charlotte and Bianca. Io surprising everyone, shocking the world, defeating Charlotte on her debut, and then this past week on Dark, just 48 hours ago, defeating Nikki Cross in one-on-one competition, solidifying her stay here on the blue brand. As here we go, this contest underway for the WWE Women's title of SmackDown tonight. Io Sky, double foot stomp, down goes Charlotte Flair. Short there by Bianca Belair as Bianca taking Io down, and look at that from Belair. Very good show it's been thus far. And this one, definitely not going to disappoint. Three, the best women in all the WWE duking it out right now for the WWE Women's Championship. Of course, Evolution right around the corner. The Queen of the Ring tournament is taking place. The quarterfinals will begin tomorrow night. Or this coming week, rather. Probably won't be tomorrow. The schedule's all over the place at the moment. I do apologise, but coming up very soon. New to this week, so don't miss that, folks. The Evolution 2 weeks away, where the Queen of the Ring will be crowned, and much like the King of the Ring, the winner will be getting an opportunity at their branch champion at the Royal Rumble Premium Live event. It's Bianca Belair hits a nice gutbuster on the Queen. Charlotte Flair, look at Bianca. Look at her fly here. Unbelievable. Slingshot. Cross body on Io Sky, and now Charlotte elbow moving away. Bianca with a clothesline. And Io Sky, look at this. Sky now. Waistlock. And a nice maneuver. Saito suplex on Bianca Belair. Io Sky now. Running bulldog by Io. Kept up on Charlotte. Rolls through into a double foot stomp. Nice combination by Sky. She's knocked on. Flies through the sky. Like her name says. Taking out Belair, tope, cross body. She's fighting with Bianca on the outside of Charlotte Flair. We're going to pick the bones here. I think Io done that on purpose. Blowing Bianca right into a Charlotte Flair with a kendo stick in hand. But she puts down the kendo stick, not needing it anymore, and brushing away. The champion on the outside of the ring is Io Sky. Had enough of this. And look at her climb up to the top rope and perhaps take out Charlotte on the floor. Who's going after Belair here? Oh, Io Sky flies through the sky, got more of Belair than she did Charlotte. And Charlotte going to take advantage now against Io. Champion's advantage not a factor in triple threat matches. Bianca Belair only been pinned twice in this series, once in a tag match that involved Charlotte Flair in fact, but she was pinned by Liv Morgan in that tag team matchup. And then once, and of course, in a match against Charlotte Flair 3 weeks ago on SmackDown, non-title matchup. Of course, as Bianca flies again and takes out Charlotte with another tope con hilo. She's really wanting to get a win back against the Queen here tonight. And this matchup, you'd imagine, will also have some humongous Evolution implications, as well as Io just had a running Hurricane Rana on the WWE Women's Champion Irish Whip in the corner. Charlotte once again with a kendo stick as Io Sky this time had her scouted. Io Sky, kendo stick and had thrown it at the Queen face for ricocheting against Charlotte. Big Charlotte corner and double knees. There's the running billet train attack by Io Sky. But Bianca Belair runs it and knocking down one half of the number one contenders tonight. And look at Bianca. Oh my, running through it. And now the glam slam. Face first goes Io. Loads of room on her leg. It's hook shoulders down. Here's the cover. Bianca to retain. Charlotte breaking it up at the count of one. Charlotte not allowing Bianca Belair there to get this victory as Charlotte Flair. And Charlotte a drop kick by the Queen. More some action going down this coming week on the main shows as well. With Bianca Belair once again with that kendo stick. Io Sky. And kick. No, the Queen of the Ring tournament, of course. Bayley and Kairi Sane on the Raw side of things will meet in the quarter-final round, and Liv Morgan and Dakota Kai on the SmackDown side of things will meet in the quarter-finals. Io Sky now suplex on the champion Belair. Oh, and Charlotte with a spear out of nowhere on Io Sky. A spear out of nowhere. And I'm going in for a cover on Bianca. Leg is hooked, shoulders down on Bianca. Now a kick out by the champion. This one continues. My lord. Action. Fast and furious. Belair hits KOD of the Queen. And look at Io. Rolling through. Double foot stomp. Sky now looking to steal one. Cover on Charlotte. Bianca right back up on Bianca now. Not allowing Sky become the champion, and a running spear by Belair. Io Sky taking out the equation. It's just Charlotte. It's just Bianca one-on-one. Oh, Charlotte Flair, big shots. Bianca another spear. Bianca now, I think, is taking the less punishment in this matchup. She's covering Charlotte, only scored a one. It's now Io Sky who breaks it up. It's either been Io or Bianca who's taking the least amount of punishment. Maybe Io now. Gets out the Koji Clutch submission as Charlotte breaks it up. And now Charlotte, they face chop on Io. Io coming out of a natural selection. Bianca's down and out as well. Cover on Sky. Charlotte to become champion. 2 go. Io kicks out. Oh man, incredibly close call there as Io Sky able to survive off a natural selection. Charlotte Flair this close to becoming the brand new WWE Women's Champion, just 2 weeks out from Evolution, the first overall women's premium live event where the NXT Women's Championship will also be on the line. As we'll find out the number 1 contender to Rhea Ripley's NXT Women's title at Evolution. As this coming week on NXT, Lyra Valkyria goes one-on-one with Raquel Rodriguez. Going to be an awesome match, a rematch from NXT's Gold Rush Tournament. The finals of said Women's Gold Rush Tournament. It was Raquel, it was Lyra. Raquel got the win on that occasion. Who will get the win and get the opportunity to challenge Rhea for the championship at Evolution? Raquel's already had a shot. Lyra hasn't. We find out who gets it at Evolution this coming week on NXT. But right now, it's Charlotte on the outside. It's Bianca. It's Io in the centre of the ring. Bianca now. Shining Star Press. Vintage EST. Cover here. Bianca retain. Charlotte breaks it up at 1. Right there. So hot action all week round in the women's division. And this matchup is no exception. Charlotte pacing around the ring there with Bianca. Bianca though, big elbows. And Bianca with a spear on the Queen once more. Stomp on a Charlotte. Stomp to the lower back now is Bianca Belair. Stomp on the leg now. Stomping everywhere she can. Kick now. Io Sky looking on as Charlotte gets back to a vertical base. Irish whip now. Well, Bianca sent to the outside. Io Sky picking up Charlotte. Air raid crash on the Queen. Cover. No Bianca there. 2 count on Charlotte. Kick out by the challenger Flair. Io Sky almost becoming champion. With Bianca Belair out of the picture with a clothesline by Bianca. Stomping away on Charlotte Flair. Stomp once again, missing the mark. And a running big shot by Bianca. Shooting star press knees up by the Queen. Went for the shooting star. Charlotte Flair able to dodge it. Beautiful elbow. And now Io Sky comes back in, stomping the arm. Io there, went for a kick. Charlotte Flair fighting back with everything she can here in this championship match. Up and a back suplex by Charlotte as Bianca running takedown. Double leg takedown by the EST. Top rope to end this one in the ring with Sky. Bianca Belair to retain the WWE Women's Championship. Going airborne, big splash on Io. Cover, leg is hooked, shoulders down. Bianca to retain. 2 count. Charlotte at the last possible second making the save. But I believe Sky may have gotten the shoulder up in the nick of time. But now Charlotte submission. Submission on Bianca Belair here. Dragon sleeper. Oh, Bianca able to stay alive. Io Sky able to make the save as well. This is a hot and frantic matchup for the WWE Women's Championship. Charlotte almost knocking out Io Sky. But now back in the ring now is Bianca. It's Charlotte. And Bianca again, 3rd time in the match. Nailing that maneuver on Charlotte. The gutbuster there. But Charlotte running spear on the champion. But now Io Sky comes back into the equation. Sky breaks up the pinfall attempt before referee John Cone can even get his hand on the canvas. And now taking Charlotte Flair out. Io Sky looking to put the WWE Women's Champion away. She wants to pin the champion to become the champion. Charlotte's been disparaged though. And now Io Sky, palm strike. Charlotte to her feet back in the ring now. But there's Io. Top rope, Spanish Fly on the champion. What incredible action in the Clash of the Castle. What's Charlotte doing? To Bianca Belair though. Going after her leg, big elbow there. Io Sky, big shot on Charlotte, shoulders down, backslide on the Queen. 2 count to beat Charlotte twice in 2 weeks. This day for the title. But a kick out there by Charlotte and a chop block there by the Queen. Oh, and Charlotte Flair waiting for Io to get up. What is Charlotte going to make now? Is whip off the ropes. Going over, oh no, an neck breaker. Io still with a vertical base, however, as now Bianca Belair picking up Charlotte, picked up now, look at the strength, doing squats here as the champion, and a power slam, and now Io Sky, release German suplex on the champ, no Charlotte Flair, Io heading up to the top rope to put the champ away. Over the moonsault! Cover! Io for the title! Leg hook, shoulders down! Scoring 2! Charlotte Flair in the last second! Oh my! Holy macaroni tonight! In Glasgow! Io Sky was fingertips away to becoming a brand new champion. And now look at Charlotte. Second time on Sky with a natural selection. But now it's Bianca Belair. Oh, and Charlotte Flair. Face first she goes. Bianca now. And Charlotte keep battling. Io's still down here. And now down goes Charlotte. Gorilla Press. Moonsault. Hi, Bianca Belair. Io Sky and Bianca fading here. Look at this. Oh, dragon screw by Charlotte. There's Io Sky fading again. This time against Charlotte. No, Bianca. Get Io. Pin Flair for the title now. Over the moonsault to the back of Charlotte. She's pinned Charlotte before catching her again. Title on the line. Leg hook, shoulders down. 2 down. Flair kicking out again. Oh my god. How the hell is Charlotte still in? Bianca went for a spear. Io went for a kick on Charlotte. Back and forth action between these three. Fantastic female combating. Charlotte Flair taken out by Io Sky. Bianca Belair catching Io. What's Bianca doing here? Oh my lord, popping up. And a metal rope Spanish fly on Io. And a standing shooting star press. By the WWE Women's Champion Bianca Belair. Charlotte Flair lurking on the outside of the ring. Comes back in now. There's Charlotte. Bianca running clothesline on Flair. My days. And Bianca Belair wants to put this match to bed and retain her WWE Women's Championship as she wants to extend her 157-day reign as champ. She could do it right here. KOD on Sky. Penny predicament now. 2 count. And Belair retains the WWE Women's Championship. Pinning the newcomer to the blue brand, Io Sky. What a matchup. That might be one of the best of the night thus far. But there's so much incredible action to choose from, and there's going to be so much more incredible action to come tonight at Clash of the Castle live in the Oval Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland. Bianca Belair victorious and able to retain her WWE Women's Championship here tonight in Glasgow. Somehow Bianca continues her 157-day reign as the WWE Women's Champion. Awesome stuff here tonight in Glasgow with the crowd absolutely roaring, and Belair is absolutely delighted to walk out of Glasgow still the WWE Women's Champion. Let's continue and roll on with the show live in the Oval Hydro, folks. Still to come tonight at Clash of the Castle. We've already seen a grudge match on the SmackDown side of things. It's time for a grudge match on the Raw side of things, but that's later on. It's AJ Styles, the former Universal Champion, taking on the inaugural United States Champion, the glorious Bobby Roode, later on tonight in Glasgow. But coming your way next, a huge matchup for the World Heavyweight Championship. Can Samoa Joe reclaim his world title that he held for 394 days against the man who cashed in his Money in the Bank contract and against him, Aleister Black? World title on the line next at Clash at the Castle.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, you heard it from ring announcer Mike Rowe making his first appearance in the night, calling and announcing the World Championship clash between these two rivals. All the way back to these both men go from the start of the series, and here comes the former world champion, the man who won the Royal Rumble match this series, the man who main evented and won at WrestleMania, won the world title in the main event of WrestleMania, and the man who carried the world title for 394 days. Unreal, 364 days, not 394. My bad, 364 days. That's almost 1 year as champion for Samoa Joe. Almost exactly a year. 1 day off. That Survivor Series. And Joe's worst week here on this series. He's been a dominant world champion, only lost to a handful of opponents, but in his worst week in this series, losing to Gunther, the NXT champion at the time in the Raw before Survivor Series, losing to fellow champion, the undefeated Scottish Warrior, WWE champion Drew McIntyre, who will main event this show here this evening. He lost to him at Survivor Series in the clash between the branch champions in the main event. And then right after that, Aleister Black, this man right here, the World Heavyweight Champion now, cashed in his Money in the Bank contract to become champion. And this is the man who Samoa Joe has had an issue with since the start of the series. It was on about episode 20 or something like that on the series, maybe episode 17. Samoa Joe was the special guest referee. After already winning the Royal Rumble, mind you, he's a special guest referee for an Elimination Chamber match qualifier for No Way Out for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship inside the chamber. It was a match between Aleister Black and Bray Wyatt, and Joe awarding the win to Wyatt off a fast count on Black, having a big issue with Black having a big issue with Joe after that. They went one-on-one at No Way Out. The stipulation being, if Aleister Black won, he would take Joe's spot in the main event of WrestleMania because Joe was out of line for the fast count in the match, and Roger and Mick Foley was not having it, but Joe was ended up getting the win over Black at No Way Out, winning the world title at Mania. Black at the same show at WrestleMania became Mr. Money in the Bank, and he waited all those months to cash in, finally doing so almost 1 year later, 1 year after the day that the championship reign, or the Money in the Bank reign, would have been expired. He was 1 day off it. He could have done it on the Raw after Survivor Series as well, but that would have been his cutoff. He'd done it on Survivor Series, cashing in and winning. Can he retain in his first defense as champ? Black's looked good as champ thus far, defeating the likes of Bray Wyatt and Shinsuke Nakamura on road to this event, but this past week on Raw, he got defeated by Samoa Joe, getting pinned to the mat by the Samoa Submission Machine in next tag team action on the red brand. But that right there is what they were fighting for, the beautiful, prestigious and coveted World Heavyweight Championship of Monday Night Raw. Let's head to the ring now with the official ring introductions from Mr. Mike Rome.
From Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds, the Samoan Joe! And his opponent from Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, weighing in at 215 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Aleister Black!
Thank you, Mike. Here we go. A lot riding on in this matchup. Joe with a momentum building win though this past week on Raw. Pinning the shoulders of the mat of Aleister Black. He's tapped out Black before. He's now pinned Black. Can he do it again for the third time? Beat Black in the middle of the ring and become a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. We've seen 3 championship matches tonight thus far. All 3 champions have retained their prize. Can Joe win the gold back? We find out right here, right now in Glasgow. Match up on the way. John Cone rang the bell, and Joe going straight for the World Heavyweight Champion and his arch nemesis here tonight at Clash of the Castle. Aleister Black got a big massive fight ahead of him, as he might not be looking good. Black's biggest win in this series, apart from beating Joe, was a SummerSlam victory against the Viper, Randy Orton. Of course, winning Money in the Bank was a big moment at WrestleMania as well. Aleister Black was also part of a US title 4-way match at Bad Blood. But coming up short in that matchup, did not get pinned or submitted to losing it though. It was Bray Wyatt pinning the shoulders of the mat of Buddy Matthews to win the United States Championship from Finn Balor. And the matchup, of course, also involving Aleister Black, that 4-way. Very good at Bad Blood. But Samoa Joe side slam on the World Champion. And he's already rolling to the outside, trying to create some separation. But we know what Joe is like. The former World Champion does not want any separation whatsoever. And a top base suicide taking out Aleister Black. We mentioned Black getting big wins over the likes of Bray and Nakamura. But let's talk about Samoa Joe. Of course, pinning the shoulders of the mat of Black this past week on Raw in a mixed tag match, as Joe teamed up with the Women's World Champion Alexa Bliss, the best of the team of Aleister Black and the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, from her multiple-time WWE Women's Champion, as Joe flies off the sky there off the top. Double axe handle kick out for the World Champion, the Dutch Destroyer Aleister Black. But Samoa Joe a number of weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago rather, 2 or 3, here on SmackDown. Aleister Black looked on as Samoa Joe was able to defeat the phenomenal AJ Styles in the first time ever singles matchup between the former Universal Champion or WWE Champion and the former World Heavyweight Champion, as Aleister Black able to sweep the legs of Joe, face planting the Samoan submission machine, and then flying to the outside with a tope con hilo. The World Champion on fire tonight. Live in Glasgow in the Oval Hydro, but Samoa Joe not having it, and Joe now going to send the World Champ back into the ring. Joe picking him up with authority now and delivering a vicious powerbomb on Aleister Black, but I don't know if that counts to what this is. We've seen this before from Joe. We'll see it again. The multitude of deadlift powerbombs. And the former world champion trying to send a message and really badly injuring her. The world champion and his opponent this evening, Aleister Black. Vicious powerbombs by the Samoan submission machine right here. My days, look at Samoa Joe go here. Joe with a cavalcade of powerbombs. I've lost count. I don't know how many this is now. But Samoa Joe usually goes up to 13 powerbombs. And he calls this the unlucky 13. And it certainly is unlucky for the World Heavyweight Champion, Aleister Black, here in this one. He's not getting a chance to try and fight back. Joe all over him with these power bombs tonight, and if he keeps this up, we could see a two-time and a brand new World Heavyweight Champion. Of course, Joe beating Brock Lesnar in the main event of WrestleMania to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Beat Black on his road to doing so after winning the Royal Rumble. Can he beat Black again tonight and become a two-time World Champion in Glasgow, live at Clash of the Castle? Joe is still going with these cavalcade of power bombs, and this might be the last one for Joe, and indeed it is. 13 power bombs by the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. Unreal scenes. And Aleister Black on the outside, Joe from the top, elbow dropped to the floor. Uncharacteristic from Samoa Joe, but he's looking to become the champion once again by any means necessary. Joe now heading up to the top rope, very nimbly rather. Oh, but look at that knees. Crashing down on the canvas. Aleister Black able to get back to his feet and now taking away on Samoa Joe here trying to fire back. And that's contest. The spinning knee strike by Black. Here's the cover on Joe. Legs, hook, shoulders down to retain here. Live in the Oval Hydro and a kick out by Samoa Joe. In the corner now is Joe. Can Aleister Black hang on to his World Heavyweight Championship? Joe out of the corner very fast though. And look at Samoa Joe grabbing Black in a big time Uranagi by the former champ. Here's the cover to regain his prize. Scores 2 on Aleister Black. Kicked out, very near fall there. Very close, near fall by Samoa Joe, but Black running knee there. Bicycle style by the World Champion Black. And look at these big time strikes. We saw this in the match with Shinsuke Nakamura a couple of weeks ago. And now Aleister Black in the corner. Look at Black go here. Unreal scenes. Oh, Joe sends him into the corner, however. Not doing what he usually does out of the corner. Looking to give Aleister Black just a little bit more punishment. That's exactly what Joe's cooking tonight in Glasgow. And Joe, another deadlift powerbomb perhaps, but this time with a sit-out style penny predicament. Joe for the title. 2 going on Black. Kick out. Man, Black stayed in it. Once again, the heart of the world champion really kicking in. Ever since he's been champion, he's been on winning ways, but that's ever since this past week on Raw. And Samoa Joe pinned him in mixed tag team action heading up to this event. But now it's Aleister Black. Double knees and rolls through as the World Heavyweight Champion. With no defences just yet, but he's had 2 successful wins and non-title action. 1 loss as champion thus far for Aleister Black, but can he win it off the meteor from the middle rope? And the knee from Doom out of the corner by Black. Cover to retain. 2 count kick out by Joe. Man, what a knee there by Aleister Black, and rolling to the outside. There's the world champion Samoa Joe. And look at this, Aleister Black slingshot forearm of the former world champion Joe, I should say. But maybe I'm jinxing myself. Maybe I'm pushing my luck here. And Samoa Joe could be walking out another champion. Maybe I'm here of time. Maybe I'm time traveling. Who the hell knows? Well, Aleister Black nonetheless. Top rope elbow drop. Joe only barely catching Joe there. It's Aleister Black flying now. Top rope goes Black. Double foot stomp rolls through his Joe though. And a swinging neck breaker by the former champion. And that may be the final nail in the coffin for the Dutch Destroyer, the Demon of Darkness, Aleister Black. Kobayashi wrote right here for you, Aleister. Out of the corner now. Samoa Joe connecting with a muscle buster. The move that pinned the shoulders of the Man in Black this past week. Will he do it again? Come on. 2 count. No, kick out by Black. Usually anytime Joe's in a world title match, I'm used to seeing Samoa Joe retains, and Joe wins it once again, and no one can stop the Samoan submission machine. But the tables have turned, the tide has changed, and Aleister Black barely skipping Joe there with Black Mass, but it could be enough for the victory. Shoulders down here, victory roll by Black to get the victory, and it's a kick out by Joe. But he didn't get all that Black Mass. But he's looking to wind up Joe. Perhaps for a second one. And he does. Black Mass number 2. 2 in a row on Joe. Cover by Black to retain. Kicked out again by Joe. Holy hell, you can't keep the former champ down that easily. He was a murder to defeat in this series. Only a number of names have been able to do so. Finn Balor, Gunther, Drew McIntyre and Aleister Black. Only the 4 names to pin the shoulders of the mat of Samoa Joe in this series. Balor's done it twice. Can Black do it twice? No, not yet. Samoa Joe kicking out of the double foot stomp. Finn Balor's done it twice, but let's see if Aleister Black can join Balor and do it twice himself. But Samoa Joe might have something to say about that one. Big time knee there in the Dutch Destroyer. Running style on Black. Nice elbow out of the ropes there is Black. And Aleister Black, middle rope, catching him with his feet off the moonsault. Only caught him with the feet there was Aleister Black. And it turns round. Samoa Joe into a submission. This is what Joe likes to use. The Coquina Clutch from Aleister Black is cinched in. This could be insult to injury right here. Will Joe tap out to his own move in Glasgow for the world title that he used to hold, and he could again, because Joe's still fading out of the chokehold from Aleister Black. And now Joe sends him in the corner. The classic Joe with the inside going in the corner now. And you cover here for the world title. Leg hook, shoulders down. 2 count Joe for a 2-time run, and a kick out again. This time by Aleister Black. Unbelievable scenes this evening. A clash of the castle in the Oval Hydro. Samoa Joe sent on there on Aleister Black, heading back to the top rope. Will he be going to the well a bit too many times, however? And Samoa Joe, yes he will! Elbow drop, nobody home by Aleister Black. Clothesline out from the Dutch Destroyer, looking to hit a second gear. And that's Cortez, and indeed he will! Calf kick by Black as he's measuring his man. But you gotta keep your foot in the gas pedal, Aleister. If you wanna beat a monster like Samoa Joe, I know you've done it before, but you've done it when he was in a weakened state. Tonight it's a different story, but he could beat him right there. Massive knee by Black. Cover 2 count. Joe grabbing the bottom rope. Incredible ring awareness. Great veteran instinct by the former world champ Joe. That's why he was on top for so damn long here in this series, and it could continue. The reign of terror for Joe to be relived. Black in trouble. Coquina Clutch. This is what Black came to at No Way Out. Back in their first encounter here in this series. Joe's got a locked in tight. Nowhere for Aleister Black to go. That's Kobayashi Rock. Coquina Clutch, center of the ring. John Cone really checking on Black if he taps out or passes out due to the pain. Then Samoa Joe will win back his World Heavyweight Championship. Black is barely moving. There's barely any fight left. But somehow Aleister Black will elbow his way free. Staying in this one with a world title on the line. And a penny predicament. Black to retain 2 count. Joe kicking out. My lord. And now Aleister Black runs in. There's a big shot from Samoa Joe. Another big shot. Another one connecting. And now Aleister Black fading right back with a big punch straight in the face. And now here we go. We've got a slugfest on deck tonight, live in Glasgow, as we are getting an absolute scrap as the Scottish would say, here tonight in the OVO Hydro. Back and forth action, blow for blow, trading shots, trading heavy blows tonight in Glasgow, Scotland, between Alistair Black and Samoa Joe, winning over so important and prestigious World Championship of Raw, hanging in the balance. Massive shot by Black, and here we go, massive hockey fight tonight in the OVO Hydro. Here at Clash of the Castle. Both men are absolutely rocked. And Alistair Black now! Roundhouse kick followed by Black mask cover now. 2 count. No! Samoa Joe still hanging on. Black thought for sure he had it. But at the end of the day, everything that he gives to Samoa Joe, Joe just keeps surviving. That's the story of Joe for most of his matches. Only a handful of superstars have beat him. Black beat him one, but it was when he was in a weakened state. But he is at a weakened state in this matchup, but still fighting. Maybe one more shot is all it needs to take to put Joe down. But at the same time, it might be 100 more shots, because look at the world, or the former world champion. I apologise, folks. I'm so used to calling him world champion. He held it for almost a year, as he's now taking a fight back to Alistair Black in this title contest. Now Joe, look at the Coquina Clutch. Coquina Clutch submission. Yanked him out of it. Black's in trouble. Second time of the match. The choke is locked in. Take Joe to regain his world title in Glasgow. Nowhere for Black to go in the centre of the ring once more. John Con right there to see if Black taps out or passes out or faints due to the pain here. If he does, Joe will regain his World Heavyweight Championship. But once again, somehow Alistair Black able to hang on in this one. And then somehow again Black. Run into the knee! The snap mirror into the knee! Alistair Black has got Joe dead to rights now! I said one more shot, perhaps 2. Lifts his head up with his boot. A thunderous statement by Black has been made! Black masked by the champ, cover to retain, scoring 2! And Alistair Black does it! Black has defeated Samoa Joe's shoulders clean to the mat, and he's scheduled one-on-one match here in this PLE to retain his World Heavyweight Championship. What a matchup. That could be the first of many championship retentions for the Dutch Destroyer Alistair Black, as he's somehow able to overcome the incredible fortitude from Samoa Joe tonight, as Alistair Black, by hook or by crook, is still your World Heavyweight Champion in this fantastic battle at Clash of the Castle. What a great trip he made over to Scotland, as Alistair Black claims gold and retains it here this evening. What a fight, taking on the way from Joe. Incredible match tonight, live in the OVO Hydro. But coming up in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, it is coming up next. The Intercontinental title on the line. Chad Gable puts it on the line against the number 1 contender who beat Kevin Owens to get this opportunity. Finn Balor. It comes your way right here, right now, next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Here we go, man. We are nearing the end of the show now. Just 3 more matches to go, over halfway through and this event. But what an event it's been so far. The action is just going to keep on going, keep getting hotter, as the Intercontinental title is going to be on the line right here, right now in Glasgow. And here comes a man from Ireland, approaching the OVO Hydro. Here it's been a hot minute, but here comes former United States champion and former contender for the world title, the Prince, Finn Balor. He also made it to the semi-finals of the King of the Ring tournament before losing in the first matchup of the night against Seth freaking Rollins in Miami. Seth, of course, going on to win the entire thing, and he will get a world championship opportunity against, you gotta imagine, the winner of tonight's main event between Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. And Rollins will get that shot at the WWE title at the Royal Rumble premium live event for being the king of the ring. But tonight, in this matchup, it is all about the Intercontinental Championship. Finn Balor held the United States Championship from WrestleMania all the way to Bad Blood, but he did not get pinned to lose his US title, nor did he have a rematch for said US title. Instead of getting a rematch, he ended up earning himself an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship by pinning world champion at the time, the man you just saw there, lose and fail to regain his world title, Samoa Joe. That's when Balor pinned Joe's shoulders clean to the mat for the first time in this series, or for the second time. Could he beat him in a tag match before that? Before Bad Blood, where Balor was defending his US title on that show. He teamed up with Brock Lesnar at that event, the man that Joe beat at WrestleMania for the title. Lesnar got his rematch at Bad Blood for the gold. But enough about the world title scene, because Finn Balor looking to win more singles championships tonight. But here comes the champion, a man with already 2 successful defences to his name against the former Intercontinental Champion Pete Dunne and the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy. Can Chad Gable get another one here tonight? He was unsuccessful in a contest against LA Knight at Survivor Series, the United States Champion versus the Intercontinental Champion. Knight was able to get that point for Raw and get the win there, but that was just a minor setback for the champion Chad Gable. Or will it be a massive losing streak? Gable's had a losing streak before. He was 0-10 once upon a time here in this series, but look how he's turned his luck around, standing right here in Glasgow, Scotland. Your Intercontinental Champion, but a throwdown against Finn Balor, and probably his toughest test today, with the IC title on the line. Crowd ready for this one, as am I, folks, and as are the competitors. Is that right? There's what they're fighting for, the beautiful, prestigious, and coveted WWE Intercontinental Championship of SmackDown. Let's head to the ring now with the official ring introductions from Samantha Irvin.
From Bray County, Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor. And his opponent, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Chad Gable.
Thank you, Samantha. It's a big fight field here at Clash at the Castle. Gable and Balor going one-on-one tonight in this monumental event. Just 2 more championship matches here tonight at Clash of the Castle. This one, and of course the big one, the main event. McIntyre and Reigns go at it. It was this past week on SmackDown, where the champions of the SmackDown side of things, Chad Gable and Drew McIntyre, teamed up to take on the challengers of tonight's events, Finn Balor and Roman Reigns. In the end, it was the latter team, Balor and Reigns, able to secure the victory when the number 1 contender for the WWE Championship, Roman Reigns, was able to pin the Intercontinental Champion Chad Gable's shoulders to the mat as these two men just stare at a hole through each other off the early going before tying up. And here we go. It's John Cone ringing the bell. But Gable pinned this the past week on SmackDown, also pinned back at Survivor Series as well. Not been looking too good for Chad Gable as of late. But let's see if Gable can keep up his winning ways. Perhaps he's also had a defense against Braun Strowman for the Intercontinental Championship recently. Many said he had 2 defenses, but he's actually had 3 defenses. Pete Dunne, Jeff Hardy, and Braun Strowman. But this one against Balor may be the toughest. An actual former United States Champion taking on the way from Pete Dunne, who was the former Intercontinental Champion that Gable beat to win the title. But Finn Balor, much more decorated, beat the likes of Samoa Joe, beat the likes of Cody Rhodes, and now Gable, top rope. Can he beat Balor tonight with the Intercontinental title on the line? Balor, though, will he catch him, top him down, a double foot stomp by Finn Balor. This might be too much for Gable to handle, especially after this past week on SmackDown, getting his ribs absolutely crushed by Roman Reigns' spears, especially the one at the end, which sealed the deal. He also got hit with a coup de grace in that matchup too. It's Finn Balor choking out Chad Gable here in this Intercontinental title battle at Clash of the Castle on the OVO Hydro in Glasgow. Clothesline by Balor and sends Gable to the outside. Finn Balor fly and take flight. You take out Chad Gable at ringside. Yes, he can. To Bacon Halo by Balor. Finn Balor now grabbing Chad Gable and now tossing him around the ringside area. What is Finn Balor thinking here, man? Balor on fire in the ring, but you can't win the title by count out. Champion's advantage is on in this singles match tonight. Is Chad Gable able to come back into the ring? Big forearm there by Gable, kick there. Right to the knee of Finn Balor, a penny predicament kick out by Finn, very quick kick out by Balor, big shot block, Balor kick on the leg, Finn Balor now, down goes Chad Gable with an STO. STO there by Balor, knee fist chop there by Finn Balor, another knee fist chop connecting to the chest in the corner of the Intercontinental Champion, who is not looking good for in this one. Big running basement drop kick by Finn Balor now. And he's stomping away on Chad Gable now. Finn Balor at the corner. Oh, nice from the middle row with a big forearm. Knocking the IC champion out of this one. Knocking him woozy. Finn Balor all over the champ tonight. Absolutely dominating this portion of the matchup. Will it be the end portion? Scoring 2 on Gable kicker. Oh man, Chad Gable somehow still in this. And Balor staying alive, man. Balor kick, Gable got him in the leg there. Big kick to the hammy. It's Chad Gable grabbing Balor. Now Gable fading back, fading his groove. That's what he needed is there from Chad Gable. The German suplex release. Flipping Balor now a wrestling takedown off the fireman carry there. Goes collegiate wrestler. There's Chad Gable. Olympic style. As he says, thank you to the sold out crowd here. Gable was voted by you guys, the fans, as breakout star of the half series. Because he was 0-10 then rampantly began picking up victories over the likes of John Cena and Kurt Angle. And then soon after that, after already being voted breakout star of the year, able to gain the Intercontinental Championship from Pete Dunne back at King of the Ring live in Miami. As right now we're live in Glasgow. Chad Gable just had a crossbody out in the corner on Finn Balor. His opponent for the IC title tonight. Now he Irish whips Finn and sends him hard out of the corner. Finn heading hard now. Chad Gable on the outside looking to fly off the apron here in a double axe handle on the floor. Take it out, Finn Balor. The challenger hurting here at ringside. As Chad Gable sends him back into the ring now and stomping away. Top rope now goes Gable. Can the Intercontinental Champion retain here against Balor? Turns it around. Moonsault connecting on Finn. Here's the cover. Legs hook, shoulders down. Gable retained. 2 count kick out by Balor. My lord, Finn Balor still in this one, man. And he's stomping. There's Chad Gable, another stomp there. Finn Balor running in and a big basement drop kick to the knee of Chad Gable. It's Finn Balor looking to fly here in this contest with the Intercontinental title hanging on the ballad. Slingshot corkscrew crossbody by Finn Balor. That was a thing of beauty by the Prince. We could see a new Intercontinental Champion after that. Finn Balor picking up Chad Gable on a vertical base. Gable on wobbly foundation here. As now Finn Balor looking to send him out of the corner. Here he goes. The John Woo shotgun drop kick by Finn Balor. Cover on Chad. Well, let's do it for the Intercontinental title. 2 count. Gable able to stay in it. It's not over yet. My days. If you're enjoying this WWE 2K24 Universe mode, make sure you leave a like for me, subscribe if you haven't already, with the notification bell turned on so you don't miss any more of this fantastic WWE 2K24 Universe mode series. As right now, we'll get back to that in a moment. Chad Gable able to pick the leg down of Finn Balor and right into the leg. This is the move that won him the Intercontinental title against Pete Dunne of Miami at King of the Ring. Ankle lock 10 on Balor. Will Balor submit? Will Balor be out of it here with the IC title on the line? Nowhere for Finn to go. Ankle lock, John Cone asking him. Balor may tap here. And then Finn Balor able to stay in this one. Kicking away at Chad Gable. And that is just the epitome as to why this is one of the best series, if not the best series. You know what, I want to back myself. That's the best Universe Mode series to ever grace YouTube right here, right now. Finn Balor now. Taking the fight that Chad Gable. That statement has just been said. Sorry, Noah Nation Gaming. You're a close number 2. But yes, folks, let me know in the comment section down below if there's anything you feel like I can improve on in this series. Make sure you let me know down there. Don't be afraid to do so. It's Finn Balor, 1916 DDT. Dropping Gable in the top of his head for the IC title. 2 count, kicked out by Gable. That was the move that earned Balor the opportunity at the Intercontinental title tonight when he beat Kevin Owens in the #1 contenders match. And Finn Balor's pissed off. He just knocked down the official John Cone. Balor just hitting the official John Cone, now grabbing a candlestick to the outside. Gable's oblivious and now gets hit over the head with a candlestick by Finn Balor. The ever so important Intercontinental title hangs in the balance as Chad Gable gets hit with a candlestick and now rolled out of the ring. Smart strategy in this non-false count anywhere matchup. The opening match was false count anywhere. This one is not. Pinfalls or submissions in the ring. Referee is in building. He is down. As he got caught with a candlestick by Gable back to a vertical base. Clothesline after clothesline. On Finn Balor is Balor able to stop him in his tracks that time and clothesline Gable right back down to the mat. But yes, folks, let me know in the comment section down below if there's anything you feel like I can improve on. I'm always open to constructive criticism. It helps me grow as a person. It helps me grow this community and of course helps this channel grow as well, folks. But Gable get right back to a vertical base now, ducking the line from Balor. Thrust kick by Gable, and now the Intercontinental Champion is rallying here in this one. Missed that knee however as Finn Balor. Big kick by Finn, able to spin Gable around now. Elevated inverted 1916 DDT by Finn Balor to the outside for the Intercontinental title with a springboard stomp. Springboard couldn't grab by Finn. 2 count on Gable. Kick out by the champion somehow. How the hell did he power out of that one? How the hell did he do that? What a matchup this evening for the Intercontinental title tonight between these two incredible warriors as Gable drops the knee in the face right in the temple of Finn Balor. Pick them up now. Got Reg, Gable, face first goes Finn. I believe may have busted him open in the process. Cover Gable to retain here, leg hook, shoulders down, scoring 2, and a kick out by Finn Balor. Both of these men, pound for pound, 2 of the greatest wrestlers in the world right now, and they're showing that here tonight, wrestling halfway across the world they're used to. Live in Glasgow tonight at Clash of the Castle. Balor in the corner though, doesn't want to be there. Here goes the Intercontinental Champion. He's won matches with this manoeuvre and retained the title in the past, but they could do it again. O'Connor Road German, 2 count on Finn, and a kicked out of Chaos Theory. That is chaotic. He kicked out of Chaos Theory. Gable can't believe it, but he's going to keep his foot on the gas pedal. Top rope diving headbutt on Finn. Is that enough for Gable to retain? But wait a minute, Balor victory road to steal 1 for the IC title. 2 count. No, Gable's resilience is unreal. His heart, determination, fate. I can't believe my eyes. Balor, top rope, couldn't grasp. No, missing it. Gable, able to burn it. And now, down goes Balor. Penny predicament, shoulders down. Gable to retain. 2 count. No, man, oh man. And a Balor shoulders down, ropes there though, good call from the official John Cone. And Balor, slingshot splash to the outside, just wasting absolutely nobody's time. Then Balor determined to win gold once again in this series. He came so close in the King of the Ring tournament. He doesn't want to come so close tonight to just fall at the final hurdle. Top rope goes Finn Balor for the IC title. Elbow drop to the back of Gable. And now looking to pick up Gable. I would have went for the cover personally, but Chad Gable elbowing his way free. Massive shot by the Intercontinental Champion. And look at Gable here. Oh, beautiful wrestling. Takes out of the man on Balor. Balor pissed off for that. Really caught him off guard. But catch him off guard again. Stuck the ankle. Spins him round. Refeints and there's the ankle lock. The move that won him the goal. Will they make him retain against Balor? He's locked inside the ring. Nowhere to go. John Cone right there to see if he taps out. Will he do it? If he does, Gable will retain here. Balor really struggling. He has no choice but to attack. Somehow, Chad Gable, in my opinion at least, picking up the upset and able to retain the Intercontinental Champion. But what's more impressive than that is he made Finn Balor a very tough man tap out in the centre of the ring tonight with the IC title hanging in the balance. Chad Gable, ladies and gentlemen. Chad freaking Gable is still the Intercontinental Champion, proving why he deserves to be the breakout star of the half series and me going to be the breakout star of this entire series, especially after performances and victories such as that. What a matchup, folks. Great win for Gable tonight in that great match against Finn Balor for the IC gold. But it's all gold on the line in your main event for the WWE title. The undefeated Scottish Warrior returns to his home country to put the gold on the line against the OTC, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. It's later on tonight following this contest. A grudge match from the Monday Night Raw side of things. Former multi-time champions do battle right now. Former Universal Champ AJ Styles, the inaugural Universal Champ, takes on former inaugural United States Champ Bobby Roode. It's their second clash tonight, and it goes down at Clash at the Castle. Their first matchup happened in the semi-final round of the Raw bracket of the King of the Ring tournament back at the namesake PLE in Miami, Florida, with Styles getting the win going on into the finals and losing to Seth Rollins in that night. It's their second match tonight on their second PLE. Let's see who gets the job done here in this one in Glasgow as Styles gets a thunderous ovation.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the OC from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
The reason this matchup is coming about, ladies and gentlemen, is because 2 weeks ago, here on Monday Night Raw, I mentioned it earlier on in this same show, Samoa Joe and AJ Styles went one-on-one for the first time ever in this series. They had a triple threat match in the past for the World title at Night of Champions in the main event, also including Randy Orton, where Joe tapped out the phenomenal AJ Styles. Well, now Joe has tapped AJ Styles out for the second time, as he was able to tap Styles out in that matchup 2 weeks ago in the first time ever singles encounter. But Bobby Roode did make an appearance in that contest relatively at the start of it, not allowing AJ Styles to back off and get a rest on the outside, heading him in front of the referee's vision. Should have been a DQ if you look back at it, sending AJ back to the ring for him to continue that match and eventually lose to the Samoan submission machine. Styles not happy that Roode got up in his business, all because he beat him fair and square in the semi-finals of King of the Ring. Roode wants to get his win back tonight in Clash at the Castle in your penultimate match of the evening. Gonna be a fun 1-1. Styles and Roode 2 going down right here, right now, live in Glasgow. Oh yeah.
From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bobby Roode.
A clash of styles, a clash of two TNA originals, and you could also say a clash of former champions. AJ Styles, the first ever, the inaugural Universal Champion, which is now known as the WWE Championship, ever since Drew McIntyre won it back at SummerSlam against AJ Styles. He rebranded it to the WWE Championship. But Styles won that on our first ever event here in this series, episode 1, the Royal Rumble. And we're building up to our second Royal Rumble. It's a full year cycle, ladies and gentlemen, the second Rumble going down very soon, 4 weeks time from this event, from Clash here tonight. But on the second episode of the series, the second part of Rumble, Bobby Roode was able to capture the United States Championship, becoming the first ever US Champion, defeating Buddy Matthews and Braun Strowman in a triple threat match where Styles defeated Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor in a fatal 4-way elimination match to be crowned the first ever Universal/WWE Champion. So 2 inaugural champions do battle for the second time. Styles is 1-0 against Roode. Can he make it 2-0 against the glorious one here tonight as this matchup officially is underway? Styles going right for Roode for getting involved in his business. A number of weeks back, but now face first. Goes the phenomenal one waist lock here from Bobby Roode. Atomic drop right at the hands of AJ Styles. Now drop kick now by Bobby Roode. And look at that from the glorious one here. Really showing out. Here is Roode against Styles in this huge matchup on the Monday Night Raw side of things. There's Monday Night Raw coming your way this week following Clash of the Castle. The build up to both Evolution and Royal Rumble is very imminent, ladies and gentlemen. We know some huge matches going down on next week's edition, of this coming week's edition rather, of Monday Night Raw. We know the Queen of the Ring tournament quarter-finals will begin. Bayley and Kairi Sane meet one-on-one. The winner goes to Evolution to compete in the semi-finals to represent their brand of Monday Night Raw. We also know the United States Championship will be on the line as Sami Zayn, following retaining his title earlier on tonight against former champion LA Knight, he will defend his gold. As AJ Styles is flying all around the ring, but he'll defend his gold against the man who had a great performance against world champion Aleister Black the other week. The King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, who looks to win another mid-card championship. Of course, Shinsuke, the inaugural Intercontinental Champion here in this series. A fatal four-way is going to be going down as well to earn the number one contendership for the Women's World Championship. Who's going to be challenging Alexa Bliss at Evolution? We will find out this coming Monday, or this coming whatever day, on Raw. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll get back to that in a moment. But Bobby Roode just hit a superplex off the top on Styles, who rolled to the outside of the ring. It looks like Roode's going to fight him out there on the floor here. Axe handle off the apron on Styles, also going down on the ring brand this coming week, folks. I just mentioned it there, in fact. The fatal four-way elimination match, number one contendership affair for the Women's World title. Winner gets Alexa Bliss at Evolution. For the Women's World title, it's the four women who lost in the first round of the Raw side of things. And the Queen of the Ring tournament is Bobby Roode. Now goes face first right into our announce table here in front of us. AJ Styles doing anything he can here. And a slingshot forearm to the outside. On to the glorious Bobby Roode. AJ Styles on fire here in Clash of the Castle, but I don't think he's done just yet. Off the apron. Beautiful moonsault there from the middle rope by AJ Styles. But the fatal four-way elimination match consists of the four losers in the first round of the Raw side of things in the Queen of the Ring bracket. Asuka, Zelina Vega, Michin, and Trish Stratus all gonna go at it. Winner gets Alexa Bliss at Evolution for the Women's World title. And finally on Monday Night Raw, the main event of the evening, a number one contenders match for the World Heavyweight Championship has been signed as former United States Champion LA Knight goes one-on-one with the Viper Randy Orton, who returns to action for the first time in a while. Randy versus LA. Number one contendership for the world title going down live this week on Monday Night Raw. The winner gets Aleister Black for the gold, of course. LA Knight has pinned Aleister Black not once but twice in this series, as Black has defeated Randy Orton back at SummerSlam. I mentioned that earlier on, as Bobby Roode almost got the win there against AJ Styles. We'll get back to this contest, folks. Bobby Roode just had a abracadabra clothesline, and Roode going after the leg of AJ Styles trying to soften up the phenomenal one here in this one. And look at this figure four leg lock by Bobby Roode. Got all of it here on AJ in agony, screaming in pain. John Cone right there, but there's AJ Styles able to fight through the pain there. Big shot right upside the top of the face of AJ. Now AJ Styles, incredible throw there by the phenomenal one. Now what's AJ doing? Springboards and drop kick on Bobby Roode. And a massive knee to the face, and now it's AJ Styles firmly in control here with a drop kick in the corner. And now AJ middle rope on Bobby Roode. Nice missile drop kick by AJ Styles. And now AJ Styles is on fire. Look at this here, beautiful 450 to the back on Roode. Springboard style by AJ Styles, the former Universal Champion, and it's a kick out by Bobby Roode. Man, oh man, and look at AJ Styles, springboard moonsault from the middle rope, cover, will that put down Roode? 2 count, another near fall by Bobby. Action on NXT and SmackDown this week also going to be hot as well, we'll let you know more about that later on in the video. We already know one match going down in NXT this week. We'll find out more as we go. Bobby Roode, spine on the pain, off the spine buster, kick out by Styles. Another very close near fall there. The glorious one here in this one. And look at Bobby Roode here, glorious. You're damn right, yeah, Bobby. But now it's AJ. AJ, small package inside cradle. Referee John Cone taking his sweet ass time way out of position. There's a 2 now. And Bobby Roode kicking out. So that could have been a 3 if John Cone was in position. From day 1 there. AJ Styles may have been screwed out of a matchup. Maybe the Glasgow screw job. Here in the OVO Hydro. The Clash of the Castle. Massive match in your penultimate contest. Big time grudge match if you're just joining us. Bobby Roode and AJ Styles got a lot of problems over on the Monday Night Raw side of things. They're settling their differences tonight at Clash in their second matchup of the series. Styles won their first back at King of the Ring in Miami, Florida in the semi-finals of said King of the Ring tournament. But right now, Bobby Roode looking to even it up as he's got AJ where he wants some glorious DDT to the phenomenal one. Face first, plants him on the mat. Here's the cover. Leg is hooked, shoulders down. Scoring 2 now. Another near fall by AJ Styles. Somehow AJ staying in this one. He's an incredible, resilient fighter. We have learned this from his days as Universal Champion. As he ran the SmackDown brand, he ruled it with an iron fist. Nowadays, Drew McIntyre does that. And he has ever since beaten Styles for the gold in the main event of SummerSlam back in November. But now it's AJ Styles picking up Bobby Roode. Where the hell is he finding the energy for? That's it, it the Styles Clash. Cover on Roode. Shoulders down. Beautiful penny predicament. No, Bobby somehow weasels his shoulder off the canvas. This one is incredible, man. And now AJ Styles in control. Bobby Roode on the outside of the ring. Can Styles capitalise? Put down the glorious one. Here tonight at Clash of the Castle. AJ, beautiful toe bacon heel by Styles on Roode. Right at ringside here on the floor. Look at this crowd tonight at Clash of the Castle. They're loving every second of these two men go at it and all the action we have saw tonight. The results have been incredible, but right now it's Bobby Roode who just walks AJ Styles' face right off the barricade. Face first goes AJ Styles and is sending the phenomenal one back into the ring. Bobby Roode now heading up to the top rope. Oh God, here he goes. There's a knee right at the head of AJ. Covering him now. Leg is hooked, shoulder down. There's a 2. No, kick out. Oh man. Somehow kicking out there is now AJ. Comes back into it from Bobby Roode. Going up to the top rope, very unorthodox from the glorious one, but there's AJ. Massive neck breaker there by Styles here tonight in Glasgow. And look at Bobby Roode, oh, dragon screw leg whip. Right back on the offensive now is Bobby. As these two just keep going back and forth and a spinning side slam by Roode. Thus far, every champion has retained their championship. AJ Styles now. An incredible, phenomenal blitz. All champs have retained their titles. Only one more title match to go, and that's your main event later on. After this match, McIntyre and Reigns collide for the WWE title. Is right now Roode hits Roode Bomb. The move that picked up his victory in his warm-up match against Matt Hardy last week on Raw. Not enough to put away Styles, and Roode is pissed. You saw the expression on the face of the Toronto native. He is raging to not only be here in Glasgow, Scotland, a place he said is full of ugly fat people. The women look like Shrek. I mean, to some extent he ain't wrong, but look at this. AJ gonna make him shut his big massive mouth next to his big massive ego. Styles got him locked in the Styles Clash. Styles also always says it's all about the little things in wrestling. Well, Roode he's got a big mouth and he's looking to shut it here tonight in Glasgow, but Roode getting out of it. Big elbow right at the lower back. And now Bobby Roode. Shoulders down on AJ Styles. Ropes are there. Good call from the official. From my angle, it might have seemed a bit questionable. But maybe AJ's hands were on the bottom rope. Who knows? But AJ now out in the corner. And now that forearm off the top rope with a springboard there. AJ Styles on fire tonight. And AJ outside of the ring. AJ Styles to put away Roode. Phenomenal forearm. That's the move he used to defeat the glorious one at King of the Ring. Will he do it again? To go 2-0 against Roode. No! Kick out by Bobby. Bobby Roode has been on the I don't know what word I'm looking for, but he has been a dark horse of this series, an unexpected dark horse. That's what I was looking for. And this unexpected dark horse is about to get the win. Glorious DDT number 2 on AJ. 2 count. No, AJ kicks out again. Holy hell, what a matchup tonight. What a war of attrition. Here this evening, Bobby Roode and AJ Styles are fighting through everything this evening. And look at AJ pop up there on Bobby Roode. Styles clash. That's it. He popped up him out of nowhere. 2 on AJ. It's 2-0. No, it's not. No, it's not. What on earth is Bobby Roode made of? AJ Styles can't put away the glorious one. Big jawbreaker from Bobby. And now Bobby Roode connect with a glory bomb. I've saw that before from Roode. Cover on AJ. Well, let's do it to tie it up for a massive upset. Kick out by AJ Styles. You may call it an upset, but Bobby Roode has been just on fire this series. And AJ looking to roll him up here. This may be the only way he'll beat him. Kick out by Bobby Roode. Off the victory roll, wait to get the victory. Oh, only just caught him with his feet there as AJ Styles as Bobby Roode now finds himself into the corner here. Oh, AJ Styles going to take him out of the corner in a big way. Here goes AJ. Bobby Roode does not want to be there. Oh, Jesus. Here goes Styles. Superplex by the phenomenal one. Holy hell, heading hard there is AJ. Here's the cover of the crowd in Glasgow chant. This is awesome. They've been doing that all night, but is this over? No, not yet. Man, oh man. Crowd have been chanting, this is awesome all night. They are not wrong with a single chant. But now Bobby Roode looking to roll on and say, quite a small package, only enough for a 2. Roode almost stealing it against AJ there. Big overhand shot blocked. AJ, beautiful kick, beautiful strikes by AJ Styles. Big kick again. Oh, another one. No, that's time face first goes AJ. Hunting his stardom as well. Kick to the midsection. Glorious DDT. Number 3. Roode to tie it up. One apiece against Styles. Scoring 2. And a massive statement. Victory is set for the glorious Bobby Roode tonight in Glasgow. Roode somehow able to overcome the incredible and phenomenal moveset of AJ Styles, and Bobby Roode with the biggest win of this series thus far for him. A win over the former Universal Champion could put Bobby Roode in contention for a World Championship opportunity in the very near future. Massive win for Roode. Incredible matchup. Take nothing away from AJ Styles, who brought it tonight, but Roode now tying up. Maybe we need a rubber match. We're going to want to need that soon. General Manager Mick Foley, you should take notes. Says now, folks, we have come to that time. Finally, it's time for your main event of the evening here tonight live in Glasgow as the undefeated Scottish Warrior, our WWE Champion Drew McIntyre, returns to home sorely, puts it on the line against Roman Reigns right here, right now, next at Clash at the Castle.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Championship.
Well, you just heard it from Samantha Irvin. Big fight feel. This is the matchup that everybody has been waiting for here tonight. And this is the matchup that is probably most likely going to steal the show. Not that every other match hasn't, because every other match has been incredible. But tonight, it is one-on-one. Your main event. The biggest fight feel. The hometown hero. Drew McIntyre returns to Scotland to take down that man. He is challenging for McIntyre's title tonight. McIntyre been champion since SummerSlam. Can Drew McIntyre hang on for one more night? Because he's got Seth Rollins lurking in the shadows as well for Royal Rumble in 4 weeks' time. Rollins, of course, the King of the Ring winner, can challenge at the Royal Rumble for the WWE Championship against whoever is the champ at the time. It could be McIntyre, or it could be that man right there, Roman Reigns. He won a triple threat match, qualifying match, or number one contender match rather, to get to this event. defeating two of his fellow three teammates at Survivor Series representing Team SmackDown, the likes of Adam Cole and Cody Rhodes. Seth Rollins was the other member of that team, if you're wondering, but of course he's already got the title shot because he was already King of the Ring before this. Got it back in Miami on April 27th this year. Dead set, but Roman Reigns on July 13th this year, looking to become the new WWE Champion. Not only defeat the undefeated Drew McIntyre, but do it in McIntyre's own country, in front of his own fans, his own friends, his own family, and embarrass the Scottish Warrior, end his undefeated streak and take his title in front of his people. Here tonight, Roman Reigns has certainly done most despicable things than that in his career, and he could certainly do it again here tonight and snatch the championship away from the Scottish psychopath. But here comes the champion to a thunderous ovation tonight in the OVO Hydro from his home crowd tonight. It's the Scottish Warrior. It's our WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre. Never been pinned, never been submitted. The only time he's lost in this series is a fatal 4-way match. And this past week on SmackDown in tag team action, where Roman Reigns and Finn Balor, the challengers for Clash of the Castle tonight, were able to defeat that man Drew McIntyre. And the Intercontinental Champion, who we saw retain against Balor earlier on tonight, Chad Gable. Of course, Reigns and Balor won this past week on SmackDown. But Balor lost earlier on tonight. Will that be the same fate for Roman Reigns, or will he be able to get 2 wins in a row and beat McIntyre and beat the undefeated streak of the Scottish Warrior? Can't wait to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Going to be a massive matchup, big fight field, and it's been confirmed that this coming week on SmackDown, whether he's champion or not, Drew McIntyre will be in action in the main event, going one-on-one against former Intercontinental Champion, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne. That's going to be a masterclass of a European showdown, and I cannot wait for them two big heavy hitters to collide one-on-one in the main event of SmackDown this coming week. Of course, Liv Morgan and Dakota Kai also set up in the quarter-final rounds for the Queen of the Ring tournament. That's going down one-on-one live on SmackDown. Quarterfinals, the Queen of the Ring. Winner goes to the semis at Evolution. Chad Gable will make another defense of his Intercontinental title on SmackDown as well, as he puts it on the line against not one but 2 opponents in a triple threat match against Chris Jericho and Dolph Ziggler. Very excited for that one, folks. I'm very excited for this one. And your main event for that right there, WWE Championship, the prestigious and coveted gold of SmackDown. Let's head to the ring now with the official ring introductions from Samantha Irvin.
Introducing the challenger from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, and his opponent from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the WWE Champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre!
Thank you, Samantha Irvin. It's a big fight field in Glasgow. It's Drew McIntyre on home soil, putting that gold on the line with Scottish represented trunks and attire and get up tonight as John Coleman has final duty tonight, taking the title away from Drew McIntyre, showing it to Roman Reigns and showing what he could be walking out with in Scotland. If Roman wins tonight, you've got to imagine a riot is in pursuit in Glasgow, Scotland. Drew McIntyre has held on to his WWE Championship for 244 days, winning it in the main event of Night 2 of SummerSlam, and going at it against the Tribal Chief tonight in Glasgow. And here we go. Main event is underway in Glasgow, and McIntyre taking a fight to Roman Reigns here in this one. Big kick cut, raised, oh bam! What a massive forearm by the Tribal Chief as McIntyre has made some successful defenses of the gold, defeating the likes of Cody Rhodes, Braun Breaker, and then let's not forget putting down The Rock back at King of the Ring Premium Live event in Miami, Florida, The Rock's hometown. And let's also not forget defeating Samoa Joe, the other brand's world champion at the time at Survivor Series, and the Battle of the Brand's champions in the main event, scoring the win for SmackDown all night long on the boards. And SmackDown got the win thanks to McIntyre. We're even in the odds and winning it for the blue brand. And McIntyre granted SmackDown the number 30 spot in the Rumble. Not the best thing when you're literally the WWE champion. And number 30 is a great number to have in the Rumble. Could win it and challenge McIntyre if he's still champion at WrestleMania in the main event. But of course, being champion means you get a main event Mania. Means you get to put down the Royal Rumble winner. And McIntyre not been able to be defeated just yet. Never been submitted. Only been in a 4-way which Adam Cole won. And this past weekend tag team action on SmackDown, where Roman Reigns pinning Chad Gable, the Intercontinental Champion, shoulders to the mat. Reigns their running neckbreaker on Drew McIntyre as he ground and pounds Iron Drew there in the center of the ring. And I'm receiving word that also this coming week on SmackDown, alongside Drew going one-on-one with Pete Dunne, Dakota and Liv in the Queen of the Ring tournament, and Gable defending against Jericho and Ziggler with the Intercontinental title on the line, we will find out the singular number one contender for the WWE Women's Championship, as the two women who competed in tonight's triple threat will get another opportunity, but this time it's only one of them going to Evolution to face Bianca Belair for the WWE Women's Championship. It is going to be the Queen Charlotte Flair one-on-one with a genius in the sky, Io Sky. It's coming up this coming week, folks, live on SmackDown. McIntyre and Reigns keep battling here. McIntyre off the rope, big boot. Knocking the challenger on Wobbly's foundation here. And this may have been a Clash of the Castle. Big, massive matchup between these two massive stars at this massive event. KO Productions episode 231 of this Universe Mode series. McIntyre now going to pick up a treble cheek leg. He raised nothing. I just toss him halfway across the ring there. And McIntyre on fire here. And here comes the WWE Champion. Looking to fly in Scotland, and he does. Taking flight is Drew. Tope con hilo off the top rope. Unbelievable win, McIntyre. The action from Monday Night Raw going to be hot as ever. This coming week, the action on SmackDown going to be as hot as ever. And then the action tonight, obviously hot as ever. And then the NXT will be on its way next week as well, folks. We're going to know live about Valkyria Raquel Rodriguez. Rematch from the NXT Gold Rush Women's Final of that tournament. It's a rematch. The winner of that gets a shot at Evolution against Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's Championship. Can Raquel get another opportunity? Will it be Lyra's turn? We'll find out. That's coming week on NXT. Also going down this week on NXT, we find out number one contenders for the NXT Tag Team titles, as War Raiders will be looking on at the Judgment Day. Damian Priest and JD McDonough do battle against Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. Oh, pretty deadly. As right now it's Roman Reigns and to take flight. We saw McIntyre do it earlier. Now it's time for the Tribal Chief, Tope con hilo, over the top by Reigns. Unreal. By the challenger in this one, McIntyre sent backhand, Superman punch by Roman. It was not cover for the championship. Legas hook shoulders down, so into a kick out by McIntyre. My days, we're getting back to NXT show this coming week. Hold on, Reigns. Oh, powerbomb, another center in the pending predicament. On McIntyre, an immediate kick out by Drew. Also going down on NXT, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Riddle going to be defending his North American Championship against another Scot, Joe Coffey. It's going down on NXT. He's not going to be appearing at Clash of the Castle tonight, S. Coffey, but he's appearing this week in NXT. Gonna Scott get a win on Scott Week against Riddle for the NXT North American Championship as McIntyre flying off the top. Leg drop on Reigns, middle of the throat, cover to retain, 2 count kick out by Roman. And then finally NXT 6-man tag team main event Imperium team up. It's going through teams with Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci to take on the NXT champion Carmelo Hayes. It's good buddy Trick Williams and Cesaro. All that and so much more coming your way this coming week on NXT Raw and SmackDown. But we're getting back to business. Your main event in hand. McIntyre hits the air raid crash net breaker of the Tribal Chief. Covered by Drew to retain you. 2 count on Roman and a near fall. Holy hell, man. And now Drew McIntyre off an air raid crash there. And now Drew, look at that leg drop right to the back of the neck. By McIntyre connecting there. And now Drew now set out. And a gut wrench power bomb cover here by McIntyre. 2 count. Will it be enough? No, it won't. Roman Reigns staying in this one for now. Roman rolling to the outside. McIntyre up to the top rope. Looking to take him out here on the floor. Can Drew McIntyre take advantage on the outside? Roman Reigns though. Roman Reigns firing back, and look at Roman. Oh, sends him right out of the table in front of us here at ringside. Knife edge chop, big shots the referee. John Cone beginning his count. We don't want a double count out or a count out of any sorts here in a magnitude. Here in a match of this magnitude, rather, is Reigns sending McIntyre right in to the barricade. And a Roman Reigns setting up to the outside with a spear. A spear by Reigns. But Reigns knows he can't win the title by count out. To the champion's advantage. He goes in the ring to break the count. Goes back out and picks up the living carcass of Drew McIntyre. And now picking up that champion. McIntyre could be dead to rights on home soil. Roman sends him back into the ring. Here's the cover now. Shooting the half. Shoulders down on Drew. Do we have a new champion in Glasgow? Kick out by McIntyre. The fine as always. Drew stays in this one here in this matchup. In your main event of Clash of the Castle on the Oval Hydro. Roman Reigns though. Not done by a long shot. McIntyre drops him face first into the canvas. McIntyre heading hard. Roman Reigns now. Look at this. Roman top rope with Drew, the title on the line. Roman certainly in control. And he could be that champion after that. Samoan drop avalanche style up the top. Covered by Roman. Shoulders down on Drew for the title. No. And McIntyre with a near fall. No one is pinned or submitted a Scottish Warrior. Will Roman be the first to do it and humiliate McIntyre on home soil tonight? On home territory as Reigns at enemy lines tonight. And he just got nailed with a Claymore. Covered by Drew for the win and a near fall by Reigns. Roman Reigns standing up that Claymore out of nowhere by McIntyre. And now McIntyre clothesline and sends him to the floor. He's been eliminated from the Royal Rumble. That's the rules of how the Rumble works. And it's going down 4 weeks. From this weekend, from this show. McIntyre for the second time in this matchup. Connecting with a tope con hilo on Roman. And it sends him right in front of us on their desk now. And in torso first is Reigns. Could be a lot of nagging injuries for Roman after this one. Even Drew McIntyre as well. As Roman Reigns has been sent near the timekeeper's area, but Roman with a big boot on the outside now on McIntyre. And Roman Reigns now regaining control here in this one, going to send McIntyre back into the ring. He was able to get some big victories with Roman Reigns. He's waiting for McIntyre there. This past week on SmackDown, won the tag team matchup with McIntyre and Gable, and he teamed with Balor. And there's the Glasgow kiss from McIntyre. Live in Glasgow. And now Drew counting down his home crowd, and there's the Claymore. Cover once again from McIntyre with the second Claymore of the match. 2 count on Roman and another kick out by the number 1 contender. The challenger still hanging on. We know how much Roman Reigns can stay alive, how much he can be hit with and still kick out. And it's still ain't over yet. McIntyre now launching Roman Reigns here. Dollar elbow. What a beautiful sky high spine buster by our WWE champ Roman Reigns, running in over the neck breaker on Drew McIntyre. Can Roman Reigns put away McIntyre in Scotland here? He's got a locked in. This could be all over. Roman Reigns to make McIntyre tap out or faint here, or pass out due to the pain. There's one thing to pin McIntyre in his hometown. There's another thing to make him tap out in his home country of Glasgow, Scotland. It would be even more embarrassing for McIntyre, but he's able to fight through it though. And muscle up Roman Reigns, can Irish whip and send Roman out of the corner now. Oh, Roman Reigns in trouble. Don't want to be there. McIntyre now with a massive shot. Debbie top rope is Drew. Superplex on Reigns finds its mark. Massive superplex off the top pro chat, and that's as awesome indeed. It is much like every other match tonight. Cover from McIntyre, 2 count kick out by Roman. This one continues in your main event. Live in Glasgow at Clash of the Castle. The champ now, McIntyre setting up Roman. Big elbow there from Reigns. Roman Reigns now. Picks him up, goes behind Schoolboy. You know, a power bomb there off the Schoolboy. Roman Reigns has McIntyre down and out. Could be closing in on putting the hometown hero down and becoming a brand new WWE champion in Glasgow. Reigns in the corner. McIntyre's not going to like that view in neither. Well, that's sold out put of the Omo Hydro. Reigns hits the spear. Here's the cover for the title. And the streak of Drew and Scotland, and a kicked out by McIntyre. Holy hell, ladies and gentlemen, what an absolute belter we have tonight. What a classic. As Roman Reigns is taking out his frustration on the referee John Cone. He just took out John Cone as McIntyre. It's out at ringside here. Rolled out to try and catch separation, but there's Roman Reigns with a steel chair and launching it at the face of McIntyre on the outside. By any means necessary for Roman Reigns tonight to become the WWE champion and the defeated streak of McIntyre. And most importantly, embarrass Drew in front of his own crowd. But look at this, McIntyre now with a chair in his hand. And sweet revenge for Drew. The crowd absolutely loved that. The audience here live in the Oval, loving every second of the action, including that chair shot by McIntyre. And here comes Drew. Picks up the tribal chief here. Got him up. Second time, air raid trash by McIntyre, cover, leg hook, shoulder down to retain, 2 count on Roman, and another ear fall. Still not over for Roman Reigns in what has been an incredible contest, an exemplary battle. As McIntyre now with a deadlock powerbomb, he saw that earlier in the Samoa Joe World title at Aleister Black. But tonight, no championships has changed hands thus far. Can Roman Reigns be the first man to take a title from a champion? Not just any champion, but the champion of the series, Drew McIntyre. And it could be the shot right here that gets it done. It could seal the deal. Superman punch for Reigns. Scoring 2 on Drew. Oh, the kick out by McIntyre. That's crowd on their feet tonight. Can McIntyre make it a clean sweep for all the champs? Or will Roman Reigns embarrass Drew in his home country of Scotland? But there's the future shot from McIntyre. Cover on Reigns. To retain in Glasgow. 2 count. No, the kick out again. By the OTC Roman Reigns. What a battle in your main event. This is for all the marbles. With a WWE Championship in the main event. Well, Drew McIntyre's 244-day reign come to an end, courtesy of Roman Reigns, live in Glasgow, as we have a slugfest on your main event tonight on the Oval Hydro. At Clash of the Castle, back and forth action, blow for blow, trading shots, trading blows of both these men. And this incredibly high caliber, high profile main event this evening. Nice edge, chop to the chest, Reigns, nice shot, McIntyre, nice edge. Big shot from Roman, and there we go, hockey thing. This is what the people in Glasgow came to see. This is what they paid their hard-earned money to see. And this is exactly what they're getting. McIntyre, massive shot, massive right on Roman. Massive shots again. Reigns fires right back, forearm by the tribal chief. Big shot by Reigns, runs in on McIntyre. Oh, spear! Spear for the title! Oh my god, is this gonna happen? Scoring 2! Kick out by McIntyre again. What a matchup in your main event. We're back live at Clash of the Castle. Reigns trying to steal it on McIntyre. Jackknife pin for the title in Scotland. By any means necessary, even the cheese. Oh, a roll up. From McIntyre back to a vertical base. Back to battle in the OTC. And that's fantastic main event. There's a flatliner by McIntyre. And he picks up Roman Reigns now. Massive shot, look at Drew. Glasgow kiss! And that may be the final Glasgow kiss in Glasgow. The McIntyre needs to win it here in Clash of the Castle on the elbow in the corner. Counts it down to the Claymore for the third time. Good night, Roman. Leg is hook, shoulders down, scoring two despite all the odds. Drew McIntyre retains the WWE Championship in his home country, in front of his home soil, live at Clash of the Castle in Glasgow, Scotland. What a fight from Reigns. Take nothing away from the OTC. Gave McIntyre a run for his money. But at the end of the day, it's Drew McIntyre victorious. And still, the WWE Champion. Here live in the Oval Hydro. There you see John Cone raising the hand of the still undefeated Scottish Warrior. Here live in your main event of the evening. What a matchup between these two incredible warriors in the main event of Glasgow's Clash at the Castle here this evening. McIntyre stands tall, the crowd on their feet, loving every second of the proceedings here this evening. What a matchup, folks, and what a show it's been here tonight, live from the Oval Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland, at Clash at the Castle. That's all we have time for, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us, and join us this coming week when we continue the fallout from Clash of the Castle on the road to Evolution and a Royal Rumble. We'll see you soon, folks. Take care and peace.